I'm surprised. Ooh. I'm gonna get ya. I'm gonna get ya one way or another. I'm gonna slice ya. I'm gonna get ya. That might end up being the intro. Good day, good people. So we're finding the year of the paradigm. We are almost at the end of the year of the paradigm, and it has not really hit me yet. Like at this point, we should be halfway through the month. Yeah. Wow. Huh. Well, I digress. Where were we here? Free time. Surprisingly enough, it's just so weird to actually get free time here. We're back with more 100 line. We are 48 endings in. This time we'll probably get to 49. Question mark? Are we 48 in? Yeah, we're 48 in. Right? Why do I feel like we are? It's just we haven't really gone as far as I thought on this route. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like we're only on day 22. It feels like we're further along because we've had a lot of stuff happening, but I digress. Let's get a chunk of this done today then. We are 100 lining today. We do have Darumi officially confirmed for the Fight Before Christmas Rumble this Saturday. Will be our Rumble matches. Darumi from 100 line will be there. Also, somebody might be there. Somebody else might be there. From 100 line in the Gentleman's Rumble. So keep your eyes peeled for that. I am, however, going to go and hang out with somebody. You know, I guess more aptly, let's go here first and I can take a peek. I think I was like going through here saying, yeah, I'll finish off Takamaru. Then we'll go to Hiruko, Darumi. But admittedly, I think I might go Darumi first. Just because I know we have a lot of routes to clean up, and a lot of those routes in the middle that we have to clean up, she's not around for. So I think I'm gonna actually go to Takamaru, then Darumi, then maybe I'll come back to Hiruko. I also think there might be, and we should probably do Hiruko, then Moko, because I know there's also a branch that we haven't touched where Moko's probably dead. So instead of just going straight down the line, we'll probably do it in that order. But there's a bunch of routes where Moko's alive too. But let's finish off Takamaru. We should be able to do that with 1 or 2 gifts, I think. I don't know why I did that and then didn't actually click his gift. So we'll do that and Takamaru. Hopefully we'll get to his last one. I'll probably get an achievement for that, maybe, question mark.
Are you sure I can have this? Hell, you just turned me into mush.
Oh, pshaw. No, not enough, huh? Dang, still not enough. Oh, that's unfortunate. Whew, it's getting dark. I should head back and get some sleep. Gazing absently at the sky, and I ambled across the roof towards my room. When suddenly, Hiruko, is still not talking to me. Looking at the nighttime sky, I wouldn't get a better chance to talk to her than this. I changed direction to walk over to her, but then... Oh, it's you. She must have noticed me. She abruptly got on her feet and began walking away. What's wrong with her? Why does she keep avoiding me? Because at any moment you might try and kill her because you have a creature in your head.
Hey!
Hiruko, wait a moment. Panic and irritation made my voice come out louder than I intended. It got Hiruko to stop, though. She turned around, regarding me with quiet disdain. I'm sorry for yelling. It just slipped out. I really need to talk to you. Didn't I tell you I had nothing to say to you? And you know what? She might be, maybe this is a Hiruko that remembers the route where Nozomi had that thing in her head, and she almost convinced all of them to let her live.
It's fine if you don't want to talk, but at least tell me why you're avoiding me.
She didn't say a word. Chilly silence. That was the only answer she deigned to give me. So that's how it is. Sorry for disturbing you. But you'll tell me someday, right? I want us all to survive this war.
That includes you, Hideko. If something's bothering you, you can always ask me for help.
See? Oh, and thank you for backing me up when I wanted to spare Ava. If you hadn't been there, the discussion might have gone out all night, rather. Thanks for trusting me. I just made the most logical choice. I'm grateful all the same. Thanks again. Blushing? Hideko turned on her heel and left, still saying nothing. Why? It's weird that she's blushing, because it feels like she really does know what's going on there. I felt like her cold, collected demeanor eased up for a second. Just for a moment, though. I couldn't tell for sure since it's so dark. Oh well, at least I got to thank her. Hideko was hiding something from me, that much was obvious, but for whatever reason, she wasn't able to tell me about it. Guess I'll just have to gain her trust slowly but surely. Don't get discouraged, you didn't come back in time to give up when things got tough. You're gonna win this war and take everybody back to the artificial satellite, right? Yeah, whatever it takes, that's what I'm gonna do. I made a silent vow to myself, the twinkling stars above my only witness. The night passed quietly and without incident. Good! Drawing an end to day 22. Good! Good, day 23. Siri, hush up. We are here for you. Another day starting. How should I spend my time today? It is more free time. Okay. I feel like this is the most free time heavy route we've had, at least so far. And I'm not really complaining about it because we have not been able to get anybody up to max. In fact, Takamaru is already the only one up to 4. Today might be the day, you guys. Will we finally be able to be done forever hanging out with Takamaru? Yes, you can have it. Yeah! Our first 5, our first Cinco. And there it is.
My old man died
Oh, that just says reach it with someone?
Don't remember much about him.
So there's not one for every single person. Oh boy. I also need to move my Switch controllers. I have a special charger for them that sits on the desk. It's right in front of the tiniest bottom part of the corner. Oh.
Only thing I remember clearly is how he'd tell me not to be trashy and to always be cool.
That it almost sounds like a Doctor Who quote. Oh, what was it? It was like something, but always remember to be kind or something of that nature. I'm gonna have to look that up again because it used to be one of my favorite quotes.
A trashy guy bullies the weak, and a cool guy stands up against the powerful. And we can talk all day about what weak and powerful really mean, but my old man was definitely thinking about brute force.
Fair enough, huh?
Women, children, and the elderly tend to be weaker, you know? So, he'd always tell me it was a real man's duty to protect them. He died doing just that.
Oh.
He pushed a kid out of the way of a fallen girder from a construction site and took the hit himself.
Well, I was a kid in the construction site. That's the kid's fault.
I promised my old man I'd be a cool guy. That's why I'll never hit women or kids, even if it kills me. And I do all I can to help old folks, too.
So, Takamaru, you're being a cool guy on this route. But on the killing game route, I want to tell you. Well, I guess he was protecting 2 kids. Okay. Okay. Alright. Okay. Putting that into perspective and saying that he was specifically protecting those 2 kids. I guess he puts kids above women. And I guess he puts probably women bottom, then elderly, then kids, if I were a guessing gambling man.
That's the Takemaru Yakushiji way of life.
With that in perspective, it makes a lot of sense why he was doing so much for the Wonder Twins. Even gave himself up to protect the Wonder Twins, because they are the youngest of our group. Oh dang. Alright, Durumi. Since your Rumble time is this week, we're gonna let you have it. We're gonna get you going, girly. Where is she? The thing is, I have not hung out with Durumi a lot, so I don't know exactly what she likes. Like, I know she likes this. But she also likes one of these cool accessories. Oh, interesting. We're still missing something? this must be a specific route that we have to unlock this, now that I'm thinking about it. Now, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, that's probably the one that she likes. You also like art items? Oh, well, this is an art item too? Oh, well, hold on, you definitely like this one. You like them both, here. Wait, let me take a peek. Do they cost the same? One costs paper, one costs rock. We technically have a little bit more rock, but I guess we can go back and forth. We've never made this one before, so let's go and make it.
How do you know me?
Well, it's very clear that I was gonna say when I saw those two items, I was like, okay, so they both are hers.
Huh?
Another day's done. Time's flying when you're not fighting. If only we can make it to day 100 as peacefully as this. I knew that it was just a hollow fantasy rather, but it gave me some comfort as I gradually drifted off to sleep. I wonder if this is just gonna be fights and free time. For the most part, on this route. I'm not even really sure what this route would be called. Well, I kind of have an idea since we are kind of possessed, but I digress. I also need to keep in mind that we are not at the day where Ato could potentially show up. More free time. So we'll definitely be able to get old Miss Darumi up to 3. Up to her trace star or event. I really actually appreciated Takamaru's 5th bond rank, and doing it after I have been upset with him, admittedly, in the one killing game route, or I guess all the killing game route, to be honest. I think it helped me put it into perspective why he was doing that. Cause like what, he called us a Reaper, and it's not entirely what I'm saying. I do think, you know, he kind of just sucked a little bit. He was very much not a cool guy, but he was also doing it for the twins. That much is true. And the twins are a couple of kids.
How do you know me?
You're pretty easy to figure out, Ibuki. Well, yeah, you are still pretty easy to figure out, but I
My
digress.
parents are good-for-nothing loafers, so I have to earn my own living. Doing what? I don't feel like talking about it.
Okay.
Just makes me remember how gross some clients can be.
Well, it sounds like you have a new profession in wrestling, especially if you do well at the Rumble.
Oh, get your mind out of the gutter. It's not as bad as you think. Just a little bit. Somewhat.
Ma'am?
Sometimes I have to put on glitter makeup for work, and it's like, yikes!
Yikes.
That's why I do my makeup the way I like it on normal days, and wear the clothes I like. I can't get into the right mood otherwise. Just trying to live life is already tough enough.
Heard.
What, do you think I look like a clown? I'm not offended. You think what you want, and I dress how I like.
You know what? Heard. Fair. I also need to get those patches for Ibuki and AWE.
Besides, everyone needs a clown in their life to make them feel better. Even someone like me has a place in the world.
It's good to see those finger guns, you know what I mean? It's still my favorite in the game. Since we got more free time, let's continue hanging out with Darumi. We'll probably get her, if we continue to get this amount of free time, we'll probably get Darumi up to 5 today. Keep it a buck with you. Actually, I'm gonna just do this, because both of hers are at the very top. I don't even need to go to anywhere. That's really nice, actually.
How do you know me?
Well, your 2 items are 2nd and 3rd on the list, so we are definitely going to continue going ASAP on you.
Hey, soldiers, it's time to hit the hay. You never know when the invaders might attack, so rest up while you still can. Well then, good night.
I don't know that one as well. I definitely know the morning one. Nighttime announcement rather played like it always did around that time. Normally it would be my cue to start getting ready for bed, but not tonight. Ugh, I really need something to eat. I was way too hungry to just go to sleep. I've been so stressed lately, my meals have been pretty rough and ready. It's finally catching up to me. But I finished all of my rations and I don't feel like going to the cafeteria. Maybe I'll just drink some water or something? I turned to the faucet and began frantically gulping down water. I was so hungry that it tasted better than regular water that had any right to be. But it still wasn't enough. I'm drinking too much of this. I don't know if our water supply is limited, so I better not risk it. Wow, now that I'd fooled my stomach into feeling like it. Right. I feel like it had something in it. I got into bed. Once I was asleep, the hunger wouldn't bother me anymore. I closed my eyes and allowed myself to drift off. Got a very hungy Takumi. Day 25.
Up and troops, time to rise and shine.
Good for you. Morning already. I rubbed my eyes and sat up, still reluctant to leave the warmth of my covers. That was me this morning, actually. That was actually me this morning, dude. I was really like, oh man. Oh no, I don't want to leave the covers right now. It feels so nice. My hunger pangs from the night before had settled down, but I felt like I should eat a big breakfast today just in case. Better to the cafeteria. Mumbling to myself, I made my way out of bed, but then... Okay, a triple sounds like a Darumi. Sudden barrage of doorbell rings took me by surprise. It didn't end there. Oh. That might not be Darumi.
Takumi! Wake up! Please! Come quick!
Yeah?
That voice? Shoma? Took me a moment to... are things happening again? To recognize his voice over the knocking, he sounded flustered and panicky. Had something bad happened? I hurried over to the door to open it. Sure enough, Shoma was on the other side. Once you reach the other side. Was face as white as a sheet. What is it? What's going on? Ava, come looking for yourself. Oh, it looks like she's dead. Taken aback by Shoma's insanity, I allowed him to lead me away. Is she just stabbed here in the courtyard? Shoma brought me to the courtyard. Everyone else was already there. They were looking at the animal pens with bemused looks on their faces. Shoma, what's going on here? What happened to Ava? She's in her cage. See for yourself. Something in the way his voice quavered sent a shiver down my spine, rather. But I did as he said and stepped forward to take a look at the cage. So she don't look too good. Well, this is interesting in the sense that specifically she's had her hemo-anima drained. But more specifically, it's like 2 fine cuts in an exclamation up here and at her gut, it looks like. And it looks like there might be one on her leg too, but it's like true X's. As opposed to those little things would just do like hit, a bunch of small stabs. It was a sickeningly large pool of blood. In the middle of it was a body covered in stab wounds. For a moment, my mind froze up. What was I looking at? Had someone really killed her? Good grief, with all this blood, there's no chance of reviving her. Although I'm not sure the revival magic would even work on an invader in the first place. Poor Eva, what a way to go. She'd have better been off if we killed her right at the bat. Taking her prisoner only led to an even crueler fate. More importantly, who did this? We've got to find the culprit. Well, who was the first one to discover the body? Probably Shoma. Shoma, he said it was like this when he came to give Ava her breakfast. A likely story, Mr. Ginzaki. It was you, wasn't it? Of course not. Ava was so beautiful and pure. I'd never violate her like this. But it's always the person who discovers the body who turns out to be the killer. That's not true. It wasn't me, I swear. Stop that, dearest brother. You can't go around accusing people without evidence. Oh, you're such a kind-hearted little angel, sister dearest. We don't deserve you. One thing that's bothering me, the way that the cage was broken open. Judging by the damage to the door, it was done with a bladed weapon. Hell yeah. Who knows who carries one of those around? Who do we know that carries one of those around? It wasn't me, I assure you. The holy Jumanji sword would never do something so crass. I agree with you there. That sword of yours is more of a reprobate than a ruffian. She's neither. I don't think it was sliced open with a sword. Whoever did this had a lot of force behind it. Probably something motorized? A motorized weapon. My heart jumped into my throat. It couldn't be, could it? I guess a saw would potentially make slashes like that. Yugumu, can you look at Ava, the body, the damage on Ava's body, and figure out how she died? I can try, but I'm warning you, I'm no coroner. That's fine. Just tell me what you can.
I can see several defensive wounds. The size of the cuts is consistent with ones made by a sharp blade. So, Ava was probably attacked by someone with a bladed weapon. She fought back, but it wasn't enough to save her. The pain and blood loss would have sent her into hemorrhagic shock, and with no one to help her, she died soon after. A sharp blade with a lot of force behind it. That sounds like...
The circular saw! Spear! Uh-oh. I hope I'm wrong, but there's only one thing I can think of. Oh, if we stashed it in a bush, dude. No, we got it back. It's in the... We put it in the lab, right? Not the lab, but the place with all the weapons. I think that is the weapons lab, actually. Never mind. I think I'm completely right. Sounds like the killer's back. Sounds like the killer's back, rather. Didn't I tell you this wasn't over? Yo-ho-ho. You mean the person that Takumi fought before? Didn't you say you took their weapon away? Yeah, but I put it in the metal shop. A power saw, huh? I could definitely see one of those doing this kind of damage. I remember seeing it lying around. You don't think someone used it to kill Ava? Everyone, let's check the metal shop quick. I scrambled inside and headed to the... So here's the problem, actually. So we know that on one route, there is likely Kako impersonating homegirl here, Kurara. But I guess they didn't introduce the voice changer on this path, so we don't know it exists, so I'm gonna assume that this is actually Kurara. In my brain, I'm thinking to myself, I should always make the assumption that there's a potential that this Kurara is not Kurara until we see her face. That being said, no voice changer needed. There's a world where it could be that Kako is not our Kako, but I don't remember any time where they could have made that switch. But it was gone. There was nothing there now. We searched the room from corner to corner, but no one was able to find it. No way, it can't be. That settles it though. Whoever killed the prisoner must have used the power saw to do it. So the killer just came back in the weird suit? Just where did they come from anyway? That from the... I was gonna say the past, but I guess from another time. Hiding in the shadows is rather like a coward. Come out and face justice, vile fiend. Of course, the killer could just as easily be one of us. Don't be ridiculous. We can't start suspecting each other now. It's always Emu who's like, it could be one of us, but I mean, it could be, to be honest. Besides, none of us had any reason to kill the prisoner. You think so? I'd say that everyone gets an uncontrollable urge to murder someone every now and then. I think it might just be you. Yeah, that's just you, dude. Mistress Hiroko, you're the one who survived an attack by this power saw maniac? You've been so quiet about it. Tell us all the gory deets. It might just give us some clues to identify the killer. Sorry, but I don't remember much about that night. I can't tell you anything about the person who attacked me. That's a lie. She definitely knows something, but she's not telling us. Aw, no fair. Such a once-in-a-lifetime experience, and you didn't even get to remember it? That's seriously depressing. It's on the same level as losing your entire save file right before the last boss, rather. Just thinking about it makes me want to end it all. Must have been pretty traumatic. It's no wonder you blocked it out, or maybe she was unconscious-ish, you know? Excuse me for speaking out of turn, but can't we do something about Ava before we go looking for the killer? I feel terrible leaving her there like that. Let's take her to the morgue. If we bury her, we'll also be burying clues that the body can get us. Maybe we can give her a grave marker for now. We'll give her a proper burial when this is all over. Alright, then let's split up. One group will move the body, and the other one will move the marker. Or make the marker. We have two Ato, right? I was like, we have two bodies here? Who else died? After wrapping up Ava's body in a sheet, the boys group carried it to the morgue. Ato's body is in here too.
Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you.
You're welcome.
I'd never forgive myself if I died here.
Oh.
No matter what.
Yep.
I need to make it home one day.
Yeah, you didn't make it home. Has she made it home on any of these routes? I don't think so. No, she hasn't. She's never made it home. The closest she got was getting out and then getting captured and then having us blow her up for Nozomi for points. No, I guess the closest she's ever been was being a hemo anima, not ghost, but a hemo anima, I don't know. I don't remember what they called it. Image, of herself and Hajime. Nope, not Hajime. I'm thinking about Danganronpa 2x2, which is coming next year. It's pretty exciting because when I say next year is in like 2 weeks. So you know what I mean. Takumi is here, and he took her to her home via that means. So that exists too. I guess in terms of actual living Ava, it would be Killing Game route, I think. And then, well, yeah, probably Killing Game route, because I think every other time she escapes, or we let her go, she gets captured by the enemy and either captured or absorbed at the enemy base. If we're not talking physically Ava, then it would be the hemo anima like image thing. She was so desperate to live and return home, but she never did. Her life ended in such a cruel way, too. A feeling of wretched misery welled up inside of me. I clenched my fist and tried not to lose my cool. But I lost it anyway. My cool was all over the place. I was feeling very warm at that point as my cool had all been lost. One could have called me boiling hot. Once we'd safely stored Ava's body away, we went to meet up with Nozomi and the girls. The whole team stood in front of Ava's empty grave and shared a moment of silence in her memory.
Heady soldiers.
Goodbye, C-Ray. Another day is coming to an end, and that means we're at a quarter of these 100 days. Paying respects to Ava's grave, the mood had been heavy. Seeing sadness at losing Ava, fear after being attacked by the killer, paranoia about who could be behind all of this, doubt, grief, frustration. It was all a smorgasbord of negative emotions, and I was eating it up because I'm a hungry boy. But all I'm drinking is water. I didn't feel much like doing anything after that, so I just drifted back to my room. As I tossed and turned in the bed this night, I couldn't help but think of the graves that I'd made in my last timeline. Hiroko, Ima, Nozomi, I couldn't let them die this time too. I guess... Okay. Fair enough. I was gonna say, I guess last time they didn't make a grave for Ava because she had escaped. And they didn't make a grave for Eito because they said, screw that guy, apparently. But what if the killer came back and attacked again? What if I have to bury more of my friends? No, I won't let that happen. I'll get everyone together to discuss things tomorrow. We'll come up with a plan and find a way to deal with this. Firm in that resolve, I finally settled down and fell asleep. A little honk shoe. Slight me, and wake up. Day 26, like the 26 cases in Deal or No Deal. Up and down them troops, rise and shine. Time to rise and shine. Earth sign, do. So hungry. The moment I was awake, I was assaulted by an intense pang of hunger, and they are really reinforcing this hunger thing. Did I even eat anything yesterday? I really didn't really have much of an appetite, but still. I better go to the cafeteria for some breakfast. Then I'll talk to everyone about what we're gonna do next. I won't let any of my friends die. Not any more of them, and then I went to the cafeteria and all of them were dead. Oh? This isn't the cafeteria? Okay. Fair enough, I guess we all decided to get into one of the classrooms once everyone was there. Why did we choose this one? There are other classrooms, why this one? Here's the deal. We need to do something about whoever attacked me, Hiroko, and killed Ava.
Hey!
Up until now, we've been prioritizing our defensive battles, but after what happened yesterday, I don't think we can keep that up. The person in the black suit with the power saw, let's just call them the killer, to make things easier. We have to find them and stop them, or there could be more victims. Are you guys in?
Yeah!
Of course, I never give up. Dun, 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 dun. No matter how the odds are stacked against me, just wait until your retirement match, Moko. That's just how pure of heart maidens roll. You all feel the same way, right? Yes, I may be at the very bottom of the social and biological hierarchy, but I'll still do whatever I can. The Holy Jumanji Sword could never stand idle and let evil have its way. If she's still in, I'm in. We shall find this villain and deliver swift, merciless justice. Normally, this kind of mundane work would be beneath a noble like me, but I'll make an exception. I'll help too. Can you let me torch the killer once we catch them? It was a relief to see such a positive reaction out of everyone. They all seemed willing to help. I still have my doubts about the whole serial killer thing. Are we sure they even exist? Oh, they exist, all right. They definitely exist.
There's no freaking way there's not a killer here.
Why are you getting so mad about it? I think the killer exists too. I can't imagine any of us would do those things. I don't want us to start suspecting each other. I agree, whoever wrote that thread on the blackboard is probably behind it. They're somewhere inside the school just picking us off lather like they said they would. So how are we gonna find them? Just search the school till we flush them out? I guess that's all we can do. Hold on, I might have a better idea. I was gonna say you're gonna bring back the organic life detection thingy. It's not all that high tech, but it could help us here. Sounds fancy, what does it do? But it simply detects how many people are present within a certain range. If we set that range to within the wall of fire, we'll be able to see if there's anyone else inside the school besides us. That's amazing, Tsubasa. It's so cool that you can make something like that. Just remember, it'll only tell us the total number of life forms in range, but that's better than nothing, right? Absolutely, it'll be a big help. It won't be ready right away, though. I need to draw up some plans, get some materials together. It'll be a few more days at least. No problemo. We'll just have to patrol the school until you're done. Please be careful, Moko. We haven't found the murderer weapon yet. The killer probably still has it on them. They could attack again. Let's just let them try it, rather. I'll shove my hand so far up their ass, they'll knock their teeth out. Your hand? In their anus, you say? Kyoshiko. Please. Can you really do that? Will it fit? Kako? Please! Sister dearest, you're absorbing bad influences again. At any rate, leave the device to me. I'll have it done as soon as I can. Thanks, Tsubasa, now that that's settled. There are now at least 2 futures where those two are dating. At least 2. Because there is potentially a third where he's like, I haven't decided yet on the romance route. And he was like, I want to do this all again with each of you, take it more seriously, but on the artificial satellite. I guess there's only one where they all make it in the other ending. So I'd say maybe 3 routes where they could potentially be dating, 2 where they definitely are dating. Should I tell the others about them? I want some more time to chew this over. To chew over what was in them, though. In what? Oh, the books! Oh, I forgot about the books, dude! Now that that's settled, everyone stay on guard. Watch each other's backs. I don't want any more casualties. I forgot all about the books. All about the books. Right, we can do this. In the end, I decided to keep the books to myself and ended the meeting there, rather. I wasn't in the mood to do anything else, so day 26 came to a stunning conclusion. Day 27. And what do we have here? Up and Adam troops, barbaric invaders. Oh, we're starting in the cafeteria. Something the matter, Kako? Good morning, Takumi. I was just trying something out. Huh? Trying what? To have a vision, my sister dearest can see into people's futures, you know? Oh, yeah. I'd almost forgotten about that. Probably because her visions are so unreliable. You don't seem very surprised. I guess you knew that already. In that case, I'll give you the short version. She's trying to use her gift to give us some clues about the killer. So, unreliable is I think unreliable is the wrong word. I think too vague is the right word. She's trying to use her gift, clues about the killer. A laudable effort if I do say so myself. But it's no good. I can't have visions on demand no matter how hard I try. If only I had a better grasp on it, then I could find the killer in no time at all. In that case, it's time for your dear brother to step in and have a vision of his own. Yes, I see. I can see that my dear sister will be just as adorable today as she always is. And as for your problem, Mr. Simino, you probably just need more fiber in your diet. Oh my gosh. Does that really count as a prediction? Everyone can use a little bit more fiber. That day I ate a slightly more nutritious breakfast than usual, I think. I think. This is the second time that he's done this ... I think thing, and I don't love that. This one felt more comical though. Once I'd finished, I headed back to my room to think out my next move. A clue to help us find the killer. I opened my desk drawer and took out the book I stowed inside. I didn't know if how true any of it was, but this was the only other thing that I found that mentioned a killer inside, hiding inside the school. Maybe I'll take another look at it just in case. It's just so weird that we have these random books also just scattered about this library. You would think that they would vet all of these books, you know what I mean? But whatever. I opened the musty old book and turned the pages that dealt with the serial murderers. The true identity of the unkillable killer. As I scanned through the pages, I found a section that offered several theories. Game theories! Wait a minute. A killer that always comes back? Dressed in a strange type of suit? Purple guy. A man given immortality, looking for immortality, purple guy, through inhumane experiments, now seeking revenge on the world that treated him so cruelly. A researcher that was driven to suicide came back from the dead using black magic. A reanimated corpse made by stitching together parts from students who died during an epidemic. These all sound like something out of a horror story. Once again, most of them sounded like they'd just been made up for fun. I couldn't prove that any of them were fake, of course, or that any of them might be real. I don't think I can believe anything here unless I see it for myself. With a sigh, I closed the book and put it back in the drawer. I guess I'll have to do whatever I can until something new happens. And that means it's time to be free. Time for me to go and come back here and give Darumi another book. Darumi, it's book time, girly. Where are you at? Is this gonna be enough? I think we've done 2 since. We might need 1 more for her until we get to 4. How do you know me so well? Yeah, we do. But once again, I do really think we will get to Darumi 5 today. Which is very good. Very fantastic. Very, very nice. Very nice indeed. Let me see. Back to here. How do you know me so well? Go ahead, say it. Say it for the people. Say it. Everybody say it together. How do you know me so well? Have you been stalking me? Yes, Darumi. We have.
I'm in despair. I was born in the wrong generation.
You in what now?
I'm talking about adult games, by the way.
Oh my gosh.
Back in the day, they were so brutal. Even those who loved the hardcore stuff would be put off. But games like that have been discontinued and delisted, so you can't play them anymore.
It's okay,
The public views people who love arrow gaze as loose cannons who can't wait to try those same things out in real life.
Well, you are a little bit of a loose cannon, and you are very keen on trying these things out in real life.
We're so misunderstood. All I want to do is see pretty girls cry and put my character through a meat grinder.
Okay.
Believe it or not, some of these games even have fascinating stories and world settings.
That much I believe.
The larger the crime and the cost, the stronger the desire behind it. That's what the vice amply rewarded thought process of sadism is all about too.
Oh my gosh.
Want to step over into that world with me, Takumi? Let's dig out that brutal X-rated entertainment together.
Takumi, I'm sure, was like, no, but the second she flashed those finger guns, I was like, I guess we can think about it.
We'll explore a world dominated by as yet unknown pleasures.
She is wilding. Hilarious, but she is wilding. Alright, we'll continue.
Hey, soldiers, it's time to hit the hay.
And I just hit the hay. Hit the hay, yo. Another day without an enemy attack. Maybe I shouldn't get too comfy. We've had to fight night battles before. But it's like the announcement says, I have to rest when I can. After a warm shower, to wash away some of the day's fatigue, got into bed and fell asleep. Soon fell asleep. To day 28. Little ding dong bing bong, a little back to the cafeteria. Who's in here now? Morning, Takumi. Want to eat with me? Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course. Oh my gosh, I accept the invitation and sat down opposite Yugumu. For reasons that escaped me, he was grinning like a Cheshire cat. You seem happy today. Did something good happen? How am I letting it show? Whoops, that's no good for an assassin. Hee. But I just can't help myself. I get so excited I can barely hold it in. Yugumu's unique personality, I hesitated to ask what he was excited about. The next moment, he picked up knives that he'd been toying with and turned his attention to the grilled meat on his plate. Almost too fast for me to follow, rather, he began skinning the meat from the bone with frightening precision. Hey, what are you doing? Oops, there I go again. I really should only do this kind of thing behind closed doors. But I can't help it, man. Ever since I saw her dismembered body, my passion's been at a fever pitch. Did you dismember Ava? He's talking about Ava? Yeah, that's the kind of killing I love. I've been craving all of my life, yeah. Not being able to do it myself has got me climbing the walls. Alright, Yugumu's not just a little eccentric. He's a grade A Omega class freak. Oh man. His heavy breathing, he's breathing heavy now, rather. He looked like he was whirring blades and locked eyes with me. Say, Takumi, I don't suppose rather you'd let me kill you. I promise I'll treat your every hair down on your head with love and devotion you deserve. Getting killed with love is nothing like you'll ever experience. Two of us can make it beautiful, beautiful music together. Okay, Yugumu's intense gaze was giving me goosebumps, and not in a good way. No way, not in a million years. That's fair. Wouldn't want to if you weren't into it anyway. But let me warn you. I can't keep going like this.
If you can't help me out, I really might have to kill someone.
Huh. I thought he had better control over that. His eyes still locked to mine. Yugumu stuck out his tongue and licked the blade, one of his blades. He's okay. I like Yugumu on the killing game route, not on the I want to kill route. Hey, you're so cute when you're scared, Takumi. Don't worry, I was just kidding. Knock it off, please. Your sense of humor is bad for my health. Here I am trying to keep everyone alive, and he's talking about killing just for kicks. It's too early in the day to deal with this stuff. My hopes of a stress-free morning were thoroughly dashed when I suffered through breakfast. Yugumu's eyes were on me the whole time. Came away feeling more tired than ever than before I ate. My motivation had suffered, so I went back to my room to clear my head and get my strength back. Or is that a whole day? Oh no, there's still more things here. Stepping out onto the roof, I walked over to the fence and stared up at the clear blue sky. Nice, fresh air. I feel better already. It wasn't bad, taking a moment to space out underneath the endless sky now, and then I was beginning to recover from my breakfast with Yugumu.
Huh?
Oh. I noticed Hiroko standing a short distance away, also looking up at the sky. It is just like the other night. Should I try to talk to her? She'll probably blow me off again. Before I can make a decision, it was made for me. Oh. Looks like she noticed me. Huh? This is different. I'd expected Hiroko to turn her back and walk away, but instead she was actually coming over to talk to me. Claire de Lune. Takumi. Yeah, yes, what is it? My voice cracked. I was so surprised at Hiroko suddenly acting friendly. Well, friendly for her. Why the change in attitude? Up until now, she'd been so determined to avoid me. As I struggled for words, Hiroko appraised me with a piercing gaze. How are you feeling? A little flustered, to be honest. No kidding, you act like a cat that just sniffed a pair of socks that hadn't been washed in a week. That's oddly specific. I was just trying to give you an example. If you're feeling the same as always, then don't worry about it. Yeah, I'm basically fine. Why are you asking them? Are you finally ready to talk to me?
Huh?
I know you've had your reasons for staying quiet, but I don't think I can wait much longer to hear the truth from you. Like I said before, I want all of us to survive this, rather. So if you know anything that might be relevant, I can tell you one thing at least.
I am not your enemy here. If you believe nothing else, believe that.
Hiroko looked me dead in the eyes. I could tell she was absolutely 100% sincere. Then how about you tell me what's going on? If you're really on my side, you should be able to do that much. It's hard. You avoiding me all the time? The others are starting to take notice too. And she mentioned it. Moko said something strange to me a while back. Oh, what was it? She said you were like a rabbit and could die of loneliness if I didn't treat you nice. Does that mean anything to you? Wait, I was the rabbit in that analogy? What have you been telling her, Moko? I think her take on the situation was a little off. Don't worry about it. Was that a smile? It seems like so long since I've gotten one of those out of her. Well, I must be going. I'll see you around, Takumi. Hiroko. I do like Hiroko a lot. She's... I was gonna say so mysterious, but she's not really that mysterious. We know a fair chunk about Hiroko at this point. But I feel like we're still missing bits. Well, I mean, we won't really know all of Hiroko until we see 100 routes, you know what I mean? And we are still, what, at... Here, take this Durumi, take another one of these. We're still at 48. I really would like to get an ending this round, or this episode.
How do you know me so well?
Oh, you know it is what it is. How do you know me so well? Have you been stalking me? Yes, Durumi. For several routes. Actually, not that many. You are usually not alive in the ones that we have played. I wonder if someone has, like, stats of...
How do you know?
Like, percentage alive in total routes, you know what someone has to have that information. And if not, I'd love to see that information. It's probably pretty easy to get just based on going to each ending and saying, oh my gosh, look, this character is alive. Because it has a pretty good alive death counter. I managed to keep busy today, at least, but better rest up so I can be ready for tomorrow. And it's a new day. Very good. Not in the cafeteria, so we might be going straight to free time, yeah. Alright, yeah, let's get to Rumi's 5th one, I think, because I think we just need to hang out with her one more time. If not 2 more times, but regardless, we got it. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? And then I think we will do, I guess we'll do Moko after that. There you go.
How do you know me?
There we go. And for someone who we haven't seen very much,
you're all such good people working hard to protect the ones you love. I don't even know what I'm living for in the first place.
Oh, girlie.
I stay with a dad who doesn't work and annoys the heck out of me. He used to be nice until Mom left, and that's when he stopped working. Mom ran away with a younger man she met at her workplace. Gross! I hope they all die in a fire.
Dang.
Nah, I don't actually want them to die. I wouldn't mind dying myself, though.
Darumi.
Does that mean I love them? I'm too stupid to figure that out.
Darumi.
Wow, I've never told anyone about this except you, Takumi. Why is it so easy to spill my guts to you? Anyway, thanks. I feel like I can keep going because of you.
Oh, that was nice. He didn't do anything. He literally just sat there and absorbed the information. That's something that I think is a little interesting about these free time events. The player character, Takumi, doesn't say anything to you. And I'll keep it a buck with you. That makes sense for, I guess, some of these routes in the sense that, like, especially right now, we're not quite Takumi, I'm pretty sure. And so on and so forth. So that's something to keep note of. That being said, let me take a peek around the school. Not around the school, around the menu here. Let me save real quick. Still on 48 endings. And we're only on day 29, right? Yeah. Goodness gracious. I mean, we're gonna go for another, like, 2 hours, so. 2 to 2.5 hours. We are, I guess gonna hang out with, I will take a brief break shortly. So we currently have, what? Takamaru and Darumi at max. I want to actually check the event gallery and the bonding events, and I want to go to Darumi. So Darumi does not have a truth one. He does. Hiroko should too. I don't know if I got everybody's truth one or not, actually. Because we might have to go back and get them, which is fine because I think we can do that. But I think I might have gotten them all as friends. I love everyone. I think I just did a good job. Yeah, I think I did a good job. Yeah, I got everyone. You wouldn't have one. So here's the other thing. I wonder if they also have another one of these, because I don't think these were, like, available. Like, I think it just showed 5. I think the 6th one popped up once I unlocked the first 6th one. I'm not sure. But I digress. So that's all of yours. And Moko was alive? Yes. There's Shion. Shion, I think, still has some that we still need to get to. And we don't have any for Ava. That, however, might be just because I have not gotten any for Ava. Because she is right there, no image, yeah. Okay. Interesting. We'll speedrun Ava at some point. I don't know what the best route to speedrun Ava is on. At least for the rest that we've had. Because I think it has to be one where she's probably free to roam around the school. And that's not many of them. It's definitely not this route because she is dead. Rest in peace to her. That being said, yeah, I guess we'll do. I said Moko next. We'll do Moko. As much as I want to save Moko for last, but I mean, Moko's been alive for a lot of these other routes, so I do still feel kind of safe doing Moko last-ish. Let's do who's dead a lot. You are, but you're not around. You are certainly not around. Then in that case, maybe let's do... Will she talk to us again, actually? That's the million-dollar question. No, she still will not talk to us. So noted. And I guess next down the list is Tsubasa. We can hang with Subizi. She actually is probably close to that 60 paper. Paper is our lowest one, Tsubasa. If we could get something else for you, that would be awesome. Factory, photo book. We actually have pretty much all of your stuff. Yeah, that's just tin paper and a bunch of screws, and screws is what we have the most of besides plant. So go ahead and get that, girly. It's your world. And
Is this for me?
yep. Wow, you have no idea. Okay, well, was not enough, huh? We must have just gotten her 2. You know what? I think we had everyone at 5 because of the other thing.
Time to hit the hay.
Because when I think it was like a visual bug when you unlock that last, the truth event. Then after that, it like glitches out and says, "Haha, you have 5 for everybody." I think I went through and got everyone an additional 1 to make sure that we were balanced out. I'm pretty sure that's how I handled it.
Huh?
Another day is over. They really have been flying by lately. With nothing else to do, I began to get ready for bed. But then I heard my stomach growling. Why am I getting so hungry at night lately? Am I sick or something? No, I doubt that. I used to eat snacks late at night back home. There's probably a holdover from a bad habit or a parasite. That said, I don't think it's a good idea for me to eat this late. Decided to content myself with slurping some water down again, and after that I went to bed. Sleep swept over me like a wave. Before I knew it, my consciousness had drifted away. We do have to keep in mind that somebody did kill Ava. That being said, I think it was on or after day 25, so could be anybody. But that being said, that doesn't explain who we saw before that point.
As usual, you can ask me more about how they work in...
No, we can't. Oh yeah, we originally didn't have access to those 2 rooms until day 30. See, I already unlocked everything at the start, but I guess the old announcements are still queued up to play like before. Made it to day 30, what do I do today? We do a little free time, and I will take a brief break here, but I will be back immediately for you, but I will be right back for me on day 30. Ha ha ha. Even though she tends to survive a lot. She either survives a lot or goes down with the ship. You know what I mean? How close? This is actually very close to the bottom. I just want to be sure. Yeah, it's very... I think that's the faster way to get to it. Very good.
Is this for me? Wow!
Still nothing. Oh, it was still morning. Never mind. I expected that. For some reason, I thought we had done that once and went to afternoon when between my little break. Give me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Factory magazine and Sub Easy. We're gonna do that several more times. I feel like we have enough stuff to get through most of people's things, especially if some people start to use like plant. Hopefully, fingers crossed on that.
I have a lot of friends, but it's been a little tiring talking to them lately.
Well, you haven't been talking to them at least for the last 20, 30 days.
I don't want to sound like an old woman, but all they talk about is anime, pop idols, and fashion.
I mean, I enjoy 2 of those things. I mean, I don't like enjoy pop idols for real, but I was like, I understand. I'm intrigued and can be fascinated by the subject. Fashion, I'm with you though.
I try to keep up with the latest trends, but I always end up tinkering with some machine instead.
Heard.
Hours fly by without me noticing and nothing else goes into my head. But I still love hanging out with my friends. So, I guess I'll have to try not to stand out too much. I'm not forcing myself to fit in, okay? My friends understand that's just who I am. I tend to get tongue-tied in front of new people, though. The other day, I was dragged along to a mixer and ruined the mood because I could barely hold a conversation with anyone.
At least you didn't vomit. That's what I expected from you, to be honest.
I've still got a ways to go before I can even think about dating, huh?
Based on your other routes, I think you're pretty adaptable. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. Darumi, I don't think agrees with you, and I don't think Takumi does either. Thank you, C-Ray. Can we get another day of free time, actually? There was no enemy attack today, and no new activity on the killer side either. We'll conduct a thorough search of the school tomorrow. There has to be some kind of clue somewhere. Having decided on that, I decided to get in bed. Until, I thought it was going to be hunger again, but apparently it's actually Shion. Then all of a sudden, he appeared. Hey there, it's been a while. Hasn't? I suppose it would seem that way to you.
Huh?
I guess it all depends on your perspective. A lot's happened here lately. I know, I've been sneaking out to check on things, now and then. So look, I very much would like to kind of just have him in... I feel like this game needs to be out for at least a year before I say, hey, Flame Boy is in like the AWE, you know what I mean? That's how I am right now. But then part of me is also saying, but what if I just stuck him into the rubble? You know what I mean? His existence is in the first 100 days. You just don't know his name. But whatever. Huh? The girl you took prisoner, what? I mean, why? He saw the way Ava ended up too, huh? I can't tell you that. We're still trying to figure out whoever did it. Huh? Hey, you didn't see anything, did you? Any little detail could help us figure this out. What? Sorry, I don't know anything about that. No, I'm sorry for springing it on you. We were just so desperate for information right now. If you do think of anything, let me know, okay? That weapon you had before, I think it's called a power saw. I did see where that went. It was on the edge of the school grounds near the wall of fire. Huh? Wow, really? Yes, you can go see for yourself tomorrow. Thanks, I'll do that. I never would have thought about looking for it all the way out there. We can use all the help we can get figuring out who this killer is. So you really don't... Huh? Oh, it's nothing. I'll see you again. Talk to me. So that's something that I'm glad that they did a little bit of extra stuff here. So here, when we said you didn't see anything, did you? Any little detail could help us figure this out? And then he said, what? He had like a surprised look on his face. So I was like, did he see us do it? You know what I mean? And then he said, Sarah, I don't know anything about that. And he went like, and he said these like ... dots during this conversation. I've been kind of picking up on that and I was about to bring it up. But then he said this, which very much made it seem like, oh, well, he knows. And now we're supposed to know that it was him. Or another him. Oh, it's nothing. I'll see you again. Talking to me. With that last remark, the ghost boy slowly faded away, leaving my room feeling strangely quiet. I guess what happened to Ava really got to him. I couldn't fault him for being so shaken up. None of us could have expected a serial killer was hiding at this academy, so... It wasn't even just the what that led me in to, like, feel a little bit of a way. It's the way that he said, the girl you took prisoner. What? I mean, why? That, it was like he was asking us specific questions like, what, or like, why did you do it, you know? It felt more like, not why did she end up that way, you know what I mean? It felt more like, why? And I suppose it would seem that way to you. Yeah, it was just a lot of things going on there. Couldn't fault her for visual shaking up. Serial killer, right? I'll retrieve the murder weapon tomorrow. That's gotta be a step in the right direction. And Tsubasa should have the little orb of number of people soon. You know what I mean? I got up, got dressed, and headed straight out the door. I headed towards the place the ghost boy mentioned last night. It should be around here, I think. Sweating from the solid mass of flames in front of me, I began my search. I got it. Sure enough, there was a power saw and the blade was coated with dried blood. This is what killed Ava. Blood had splattered up the whole length of the blade right up to the handguard. There was no doubt about it, this was the weapon that had ended Ava's life in such a cruel, violent way. I better tell the others about this. I brought along some cloth so I could carry the power saw without getting my fingertips on it. Your fingertips are still going to be on it. Back to school, I got everyone together to show them what I'd found. Huh? Wow, this is a grisly looking contraption. There's no way this isn't the murder weapon, right? Well, if it was a real mystery game and we saw this thing, but this thing was hidden way far out in the distance. What I'm saying is, if this thing were still just on the school grounds, I'd be like, is it though? A clear murder weapon being the murder weapon? Oh no. I'd say these bloodstains are about a week old. That fits our timeline for when Ava died. Was killed, rather. Damn that killer. They got some nerve using something like this to do their dirty work. Tsubasa, you checked for fingerprints, right? Did you find any? Sorry, I tried, but it didn't turn up anything new. That's too bad. Maybe something else about it will give us a clue. There was nothing too special about it, the place where I found it. No footprints. Even if there were, we know so little about the killer, rather, we'd need a real expert knowledge to learn anything from this. Isn't it a little odd that the killer ditched their weapon and left it lying around out in the open? Perhaps they had no choice. Takumi, you found it in a wall of fire, correct? Maybe the killer threw away their weapons so they could pass through the flames and escape. No one could survive walking through those flames. Is this killer immortal or something? An unkillable killer. It happens more often than you might think, right, Hajime? Nope, Takumi. I don't know why I keep saying this man's is Hajime. Unless... that's gonna be Route 99. Takumi pulls off his mask. He was like, "It's been Danganronpa the whole time, dude." Drumi looked at me and gave me a creepy smile. The diary we found did say the killer kept coming back from the dead, but that couldn't be true, could it? Kaku, hurry up and catch the killer already. I'll see to it that you're paid for your efforts. Huh? Why me? Have you ever heard the expression "too dumb to live"? I want to see how much that applies to you, Lamal. Don't forget about the revival-matic. Shouldn't it be more like "too dumb to live, too cursed to stay dead"? A double whammy of cruel fates. I really do pity the foolish fools sometimes. Want karma? Pity them all you want. Just quit making a fool out of me. Don't they say that people who call others idiots are the real idiots? That makes all of us fools, does it not? Keep your mouth shut, idiot-in-chief. Lamal. Your stupidity might be contagious. I hate to interrupt, but is it just me or are we missing someone? Huh? Now that you mention it, who are we missing? How much was I paying attention? Moko's there. Is Nozomi there? Have we seen Nozomi? Oh yeah, she's right there. Oh, it's Shoma. He's so small and insignificant. How was I ever supposed to know that he was gone? Oh, it was only Shoma. Shoma came running in carrying what looked like a large garbage bag around on his back. What? Well, if it isn't the trashy claws. I'm sorry. Carrying this slowed me down more than I thought. There's a big bag, dude. What do you got in there? Alright, well, it all began when I was eating lunch in the bathroom like always. What? You eat in the bathroom? Classic social outcast move. I should know I do it all the time, too. Oh my gosh, you two, please. I didn't want to spoil everyone else's mealtime by inflicting my unhygienic presence on you. So I went to the boys' bathroom on the second floor, and I found this. So I'm gonna open the bag to reveal its contents. Oh. Boys' bathroom on the second floor. Inside was what looked like a jet black diving suit and helmet. I recognized it right away. There's no way I'd forget it. This is the killers. This is what they were wearing that night when they attacked me and Hidruko. It is? Gulp, I was afraid of that. I shoved it into the supply closet and I didn't make any assumptions, so I brought it here to show you. I found it stuffed into a supply closet. So the killer took off their suit and hid it. I hadn't considered they might do that. We only figured it out thanks to Shoma eating in the bathroom. Go Team Outcast! What about after the killer took off their suit? Did they slip away and hide somewhere? It's possible, but we can't say for sure yet. I bet Tsubasa's doohickey will help clear things up. I should have it ready by tomorrow. Just wait a little longer. So what are we gonna do with the suit and the power saw? This suit's no threat. We should probably destroy the power saw, right? Should probably destroy both, huh? If the killer gets their hands on it, we'll all end up like the prisoner. Wouldn't it be better to hold on to it? It would come in handy if we need to defend ourselves. Yeah, I'm with Nozomi on this one. If we get attacked, they have to fight unarmed. The best thing we can do, I can come up with is a bear hug rather. That's if my womanly charms don't work, of course. I'd object to that last part. Getting a bear hug from you sounds super scary. I was gonna say, her bear hug would probably make people tap immediately. How about we lock it away somewhere? I'm pretty sure the lockers in the metal shop all have combination locks. If we're the only ones who know the combination, no one else can get in without absolutely wrecking them. I guess that'd be okay. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. It's not impossible to destroy to crack a combination lock. I guess it depends on how many numbers on this combination lock, but if it's like the standard 60, there's only so many combinations, and if the killer is smart and they have time, like if they spend maybe 2 hours every night, it's not gonna take them that many nights. It might. There's a world where it only takes them one night, and I feel like you could do it within a week with 2 hours every night. And I think that might be generous. I really think you might be able to do it in like 3 days, if you are being smart about how you're doing it. But before we do that, let's take a closer look at the suit. The suit seems to be made of some sort of specialized material none of us have ever seen before. Looked like a big baggy, it looked big and baggy at first rather, but could be adjusted to fit pretty much any kind of build. It was heavy too, hardly the kind of thing you'd want to go walking around in. Why the killer had been wearing this? In the end, we were unable to figure out what the suit was for, and didn't find anything that might lead us to the killer. You see the suit a lot in these Kill Ato routes. But on the other routes, I feel like we only really saw the suit in the one route that we were in at the very beginning, you know what I mean? I don't know if we saw the suit again. No. I think we saw the suit again on the box of... on one of the box routes? Is that true? That might not be true. We might not have even seen it on the box routes. I know we didn't see it on like the middle branch. The true branch. Goodness gracious. Okay. We threw the suit and power saw to the metal shop rather and locked them away in one of the lockers. Alright. Looks like they'll fit okay. Now we just need to shut the door and set the 4-digit combination. I guess the team leader should do the part. Huh, me? I can't think of something right on the spot. Just pick a number that's easy to remember, but don't make it too obvious. Yeah, but still. I flubbed around trying to think of something and felt someone's eyes on me. Yugumu stood in his own corner of the room. He was looking at me intently. Sorry, but I think I'm gonna head back to my room. I'll leave the rest to you guys. What's the matter? You got a tummy ache or something? Nothing like that. Seeing that power saw has got me kind of hot under the collar, that's all. Seriously, he's still getting those urges even at a time like this? Okay, well, rest up and feel better soon. See you later. No, I think Yugumu is just really, low-key really smart. When someone's able to break in here, he will be probably the only person who's not a suspect. I practically pushed Yugumu out of the classroom, Lamau, and into the hallway. The last thing I needed was him getting in the mood, especially in a crowded space like this. Anyway, I just got an idea for the combination. How about... Wait, don't tell us! I think it'd be better if you're the only one who knows it, Takumi. Huh? Why? It kind of defeats the purpose if anyone can open the thing. I'm not saying the killer could be one of us or anything, but it keeps the risk to a minimum, you know? It does make sense from a logical standpoint. It'll mean less chances for this stuff to fall back into the killer's hands. We'll just need to make sure that Mr. Sumino stays alive if there's an emergency. Sure, I'll do my best not to die, not that I make a habit of it anyway. Well, if we're tallying up dying for other people in this game, you're pretty high up there. I don't think you're number 1, but you are pretty high up there. For real, for real. I closed the locker and entered the combination to set the locker. The code was 6914, which was 69 for the number of days left until day 100 and 14 for the number of people in our group. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay. 69 days from now, all 14 of us would still be alive. This code was like a wish, a promise to make that happen. Oh, that was cute. I thought he was saying 69. Nice. All right, all done. You better not have a combination. You better have that combination memorized. Rather, it's for all over for us if you forget it. It'll be fine. Trust me. Yeah, this isn't Kiyoshika we're talking about. 4 digits is probably too much for her to learn in the first place, let alone remember. Give me some credit, Lady Kurara. If I write the numbers on the locker, it won't be a problem if I forget. Then everyone defeats the purpose. Every day you set a new record for stupidity. I hate to agree with her. But that was kind of dumb. That was a little dumb, Kiyoshika. Just a little bit. Ooh, baby. Just a bit dumb. That's all for today. Checking one more time to make sure the locker was secure, we all filed out of the metal shop. I vowed to only open the locker in case of an absolute emergency. In a perfect world, I'd never have to open it again. We'd make it, we'd leave it behind on day 100. 69 days to go. We just have to get through this. 32. And it's a new day, and it's probably not a free time day. It feels like it's probably still a story day. Morning, Tsubasa said her device will be ready today, correct? We all agreed to meet in the metal shop this afternoon. I wonder how this is all going to turn out. Okay, is everyone here? Then let's get started. I'll come right to the point. Is your device ready? Sure is. I was tweaking it right up into the last minute. But I think it'll do the job just fine. Take a look. Such technological wizardry. Will this lead us to the 7 wish-granting orbs scattered across the planet? You know, so here's the problem. Sure, that's a Dragon Ball reference, but if you replace orbs with box, also still not really wrong. Organic life detection device, remember? It'll show us how many people are inside the school. How does it work? It's super simple, really. It detects and counts any large life forms within its effective range. In this case, the range is everything within the wall of fire. It'll show us how many people are currently on the school grounds. It'll even register a stinking pile of excrement like me. Of course, so long as you're alive, you count towards the total. So long as you're alive. But it only shows the total, not their locations. It's great the way it is, if you ask me. How'd you make something so awesome? It'd take way too long if I go into specifics, rather. How about I show you it in action? Everyone ready? I'm flipping the switch. 15. I was gonna say there are 14 of us left, which means there's an extra person here. But there's only 14 of us. That means there's one extra. This is interesting because, like, on the other route, we have a bunch of people dying left and right. The numbers have always matched. But that's because we had a replacement. Yeah, I already tried it before and it keeps coming up 15. Okay, I'm starting to get creeped out. Are you sure it's not broken? I can give it a quick karate chop if you want. That might fix it. Coming from you, Miss Mojiro, it'd more likely smash it into pieces. I actually got Takamaru to help me test it already. I sent him outside the wall of fire and checked the reading again. And when we did that, rather, it changed to, the total change, rather, went down to 14. In other words, this reading is accurate. There really is someone hiding out somewhere in the school? Could the extra one be the boy made of undying flames? No, he's so different from a regular person, he probably wouldn't count. That's a good point. Does he count? That's a really good question. This cinches it. The legendary serial killer is among us. Fact, rather. And she said the words, among us. Which means the killing game is finally started. Legendary pot, I'll believe that when I see it. Human or invader, whoever messes with me is going down. In the name of a great and powerful Uzukis, I slaughter this miscreant. Good grief, you're starting to sound like a murder freak yourself. But I guess it's all in self-defense. Can't have you guys getting killed by someone who doesn't appreciate you. Let's go catch a killer, peasants. A king's ransom to anyone who has a positive contribution. You gonna give us money? Alright, let's do this. But anyone who fails to produce results must recite a poem of my own composition 100 times. Ooh, no. Yikes. What a tedious sounding punishment. It's too dangerous for us to search alone. We should split up into groups. And if you find yourself in a risky situation, get out of there. We'll stop once the sun goes down too. Got it. I'll keep checking the readings in case there's a change. We arranged to search the school in groups of 3 to 4 people. Unfortunately, none of us were able to uncover any new clues, rather, and when it started to get dark, we called it a day. The curtain fell on day 32, with the life signal total still at an ominous 15. So that ominous one could be Ato, or it could be Kako, but actually, let's say that this Kako has not been able to go to any other routes. You know what I mean?
Get ready for your 33rd day.
The 33rd day. You sound so excited with that 33. Which means there is a different one for every single day, at least that voice line. Yawning, I got out of bed and stretched my arms a little. Ooh, that's a good little stretch right there. All right, and you know, I'm glad I stretched too. Takumi, he was almost Hajime again. What was the killer doing this morning? They were also waking up around this time? Part of me wants to keep looking today, but we can't neglect our training either. We only have so much time here. We need to think carefully so we can make the best use of... Yeah, figured.
Intruder.
It has been a little while. We haven't had a fight all episode yet. Damn, it's like they can read my mind. I need to focus solely on the fight right now. To the war room. Who do we fight last? Who is this? We do fight the doubles last, and answer the alarm. Everyone had filtered into the war room one after another. Pardon me. Taking advantage of confusion caused by the killer to try and catch us off guard. The cowards. I think it's just a coincidence. Now that they're here, we just gotta take them out like always. Indeed, the search for the killer yesterday was a mere appetizer. Now it's time for the main course. Invaders a la mode. Takumi, I assume you're fine with all of us fighting this time as well? Yeah, let's do it. Initiate defensive battle. Hit! Thank goodness he didn't do the thing. I do like it. A lot of the fighting music in this game kind of goes, not crazy, but it goes kind of crazy. Not to mention, we haven't heard the Ato boss fight in a long time. Oh, who's this? Oh, it's Adamake. Not whatever he says. Hold on, I need to see what he says again.
How infuriated. How dare that bitch push me around. Who the hell does she think I am? I'm the great Adamaku, the paragon of hatred.
Yeah, Adamaku? No, he's Adamake. I am Adamaku. No, you're not. You're what? Oh, he chose the wrong side, dude. I mean, this side actually isn't that bad. Because Hiruko is on the other side. That would have been way worse for him. In fact, I guess he chose a... Oh!
You...
You! Oh! You!
Bow down!
Professionals.
An offering to my magnificence. I commend you.
You're welcome.
With this, I am one step closer to becoming a god. God! I will be God!
Yeah, you will. Go ahead, girl.
She killed her own dude!
Right? Well, it's because he said his name wrong.
This isn't the time to scream and moan. She's absorbing her allies' power to get stronger. If we're not careful, we'll just be food for her.
Damn her. We have to stop her here and now. Here goes!
She even pops to these guys. That's kind of crazy. Well, actually, I was gonna say, I'm surprised we can skip this battle, but we have done something like this before.
I am the paragon of hope.
That's
To inflict such a grave wound on someone as great as I
seem to have underestimated you. I'm gonna leave.
I walk on my guard now. Slowly but surely I will gain power. And when I have it, I will become God!
With a fearless smile on her face, Veshna's took her leave. She just left it. She was like, ahaha, well, you guys are a little stronger than I thought. I should get stronger too. I'll see you around day 90-something. After the battle was over, we trudged our way back to the war room to discuss how it went. Letting the Supreme Commander walk away unharmed was a bitter pill to swallow, but we made it through without any fatalities on our side. The enemy was bound to be even stronger next time they attacked, and we'd have to train hard if we wanted to survive. We could afford to take the rest of the day off, though. We disbanded the meeting, rather, and ended our 33rd day at the Academy. The LDA... and day 34 began.
Up and out of troops! Time.
What does he have his feet in? What is that? It's like a foot warmer? I could use one of them. Morning already. Get your drool out your mouth, huh? My body felt heavy and sluggish. I hadn't completely sucked off the fatigue from yesterday's battle yet. Maybe I'll take it easy for today as well. No, wait, this is no time to slack off. The killer's still on the loose. First, I'll go to the cafeteria and see what Tsubasa can tell me. Today, just like yesterday, a number of life forms registering inside the school was 15. The killer was still somewhere here. The question was where. Interesting that we have free time. I mean, I guess we'll still go hang out with Tsubasa. But we won't get a support thing today. It's gonna take, I think, another 2 days. Oh, we can actually hang out with Hiroko now. Well, dang. Maybe I'll split push them.
Is this for me?
No, we'll hard push. And while we can talk to Hiroko again, I guess we will go back to Hiroko. I keep almost giving her like occult things. There you go.
Is this for me?
Yes, it is. But nothing for me until next day, I suppose. It takes 3. I thought it usually took like 4, to be honest, but I'll take 3. We didn't find them today either. I dove into bed and embraced the warmth of my covers after a long, hard day. We carried out another exhaustive search, but hadn't found any trace of the killer. I shouldn't get discouraged. If we keep looking, we'll find them eventually. Tomorrow for sure. We'll do it tomorrow. But it wasn't as simple as that. Days passed and we still made no progress on our search. Not days. Every time we looked at Tsubasa's device, it said 15 flashing back at us like the killer was mocking us from the shadows. So what day are we at now? Okay, day 35. Do we just... Day 36? Okay, now we're seeing days, plural. Day 37? We'll get to like day 38 maybe? Yep, day 38. After several days of fruitless searching, a new development occurred on day 38. Something new? Okay.
Knock it off! Let me go!
Uh-oh. Huh? I just wanted to make sure she was who she said she was. Let me go. Gaku raged and rattled and struggled, but Yugumu held him in an iron grip, not saying a word. And to the side of them... Okay, so...
You stop it!
Admittedly... Once again, this is a neat clue to the other route if you do this route first. You know what I mean? Kurara had her face uncovered and was sobbing uncontrollably. Sobbing controllably is crazy, actually, if you were... Anywho. Takumi, quick, you've got to do something. Whoa, what's going on here? It all started around 10 minutes ago. Tired and disappointed after searching all day without any results, I'd gone back to my room. Then Tsubasa bursted and dragged me into the rec room, not telling me anything until we got there. We were talking and Gaku suddenly said he thought Kurara might be the killer. They got into a fight and Yugumu had to step in to stop them, but then Mr. Omokage got all intense and now he's, well, like that. That still doesn't tell me much. I guess I'd better break up this fight. Okay, Yugumu, ease up, okay? Why don't we just talk about this? Yugumu? He's totally in the zone. Nothing any of us say seems to get through to him. Gaku, meanwhile, was wilting under the murderous aura being directed at him. I couldn't let this continue. If I had to get a little rough, so be it. Before I can make my move. Oh. Yugumu reached into his robe and brought out a knife and began to press it against the flesh of Gaku's throat.
Stop it, Yugamu! Are you crazy?
You're scaring me!
Oh.
Killing time.
A cold light shone through Yugamu's eyes. They were the eyes of a killer. He wasn't playing around. If I didn't do something, he really was going to kill Gaku.
I said stop!
I charged Yugumu, fully prepared to get injured myself, but then... so that's how it is, huh? 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 Well, I never thought of this before. Good to know it works. Yugamu rather seemed to finally come to his senses after all at once, man. What happened? After muttering some weird stuff to himself, he put the knife away. What the hell, man? I seriously thought I was done for. Sorry, I got a little overexcited. You know how it is. What did you think you were doing, Yugumu? Oh, Takumi, when did you get here? You saw me at a kind of an embarrassing moment. But thanks to Gaku here, I'm feeling a whole lot better. Thanks for playing along, man. What? You should apologize to Kurara, though, just saying. With that, Yugumu casually strolled out of the room, a satisfied smile on his face. What in the world was that all about? It's all your fault, Gaku. None of this would have happened if you hadn't had the audacity to accuse me of being the killer. At some point, Kurara put the weird tomato mask back on and was rounding on Gaku. I didn't accuse nobody, I just put the possibility out there. You ought to be executed 1,000 times over for even suspecting a noble like me. Burn in the fires of hell, you gutter snipe. Not a gutter snipe. Can someone please explain how this all started? Okay, so you know how everyone's really tired and stressed from looking for the killer? Some of us decided here to play some darts and unwind a little bit, and all of a sudden, whoops, whole headset fell off. Gaku started asking Kurara to take her mask off. He seemed to think that the killer had stolen Mrs. Uzuzuki's mask and was now impersonating her. Okay, so this can either be a weird coinky-dink, but he was already dead by the time that this had happened on the other route. But on the other route, I think he was killed by an imposter Uzuzuki, because well, no, hold on. Who had died? Yes, Gaku had died in that room, I believe, or was that Yugamu at that point? Because Gaku died first on this route, but I don't know if that was... I thought Gaku might have been us. And Yugamu might have been Kakoji, who was impersonating Uzuzuki. I just don't remember what day Gaku died. Oh, well, I mean, there's actually a quick way for me to check that, huh? Alright, I mean, we have this for a reason, you know what I mean? So we are down here now. We still have to go up here. What decision was this? Oh, dodge the attack. I hope that's just a death, but I don't think it is. And this is... Don't leave the school. He dies on day 6. And Kako doesn't get there until, like, day... Oh my gosh. So Yugumu dies here somewhere, right? Not on this route, he dies on this route. But it must be very quickly on this route, right? Oh no, Kako's the next one. Oh, right, because then it becomes kill to kill to kill. I guess Yugumu doesn't die on this route until late. Oh, I'm thinking of the Box of Calamity route. I think he dies. And at this point, it is probably Kako. Yes. At this point, it's Kako. Correct. So no, this could have been... No, this had to be us. So he would have never, like, seen... I was trying to figure out if, like, maybe Gaku was retaining some sort of memory from this route, but this man is super dead on this route. And he's even dead on this route, too, because it happened so early. But he's right that that's a thing that happens. Naturally, she refused. Things got heated. There was a scuffle and the mask came off. So that's why she didn't have it on when I got here. Of course, once it was off, everyone could see it was the real Kurara underneath, but then she started to cry. That's when Yugumu stepped in and told Gaku he's gone too far. Then Gaku got flustered and started accusing Yugumu instead. And so you sent Tsubasa to come and get me. That's right, Mrs. Uzuzuki's true face shocked us, of course, but we were mostly afraid of Mr. Omokage. Sorry we had to get you involved, but I didn't think I could handle him on my own. Well, I don't know, I think Yumi... Yugumu, Takumi, Yugumu, Tsubasa, and Darumi. Well, I guess they don't have that connection on this route, so yeah, you couldn't have handled them. Well, maybe I got a little carried away. But we've been looking around for days and still haven't found the killer. Who wouldn't start to wonder what was under that mask? Try to think about how Kurara felt hearing you accuse her like that. Now you know you were wrong. You should really apologize. I know. So, Kurara, I was out of line. I'm sorry. Next time you show that much disrespect to me, I'll make you walk across an electric steel grater. I bet Mr. Maruko would just fall off in a few steps to the from the very end, rather, snatching death from the jaws of victory, as it were, Lamel. Dude, don't jinx it. We don't even know if I'll have to do it yet. I can totally see that happening, though. It was like, I'm almost there. Whoa! Coming back to Yuga mood, that was a pretty extreme reaction, don't you think? It was like someone flipped a switch and made him go into assassin mode. We weren't getting through to him at all. A switch, yeah, there must have been something set in him that set him off, rather. He said he was feeling better now, but what was wrong with him in the first place? Yumu's been acting pretty strange lately. Could that have something to do with this incident? I don't think so. Unless there's a guy in him, but that doesn't seem to be... Could it be? And it's trying to flip that switch to make him go into assassin mode, you know what I mean? Things had calmed down in the rec room, but it still felt a little awkward as we went our separate ways for the night. Between the war room with the invaders and the search for the mystery killer, we were all starting to feel the strain. We need to solve at least one of these problems before we fell completely apart. Day 39. Up and at 'em, troops. We haven't had a decision in a hot minute either. Today we've got to get serious about finding this killer. After what happened last night, I was feeling antsy. I need to get some new information to dispel some of that tension. I got washed, dressed, and stepped out of the door to solve the mystery of this killer. Once again, we searched all day and didn't find anything. I was starting to think about this all. We were thinking about this all wrong. As we continue to fret over our lack of progress, the day wore into night. We're at a total impasse. I was so tired I was having trouble thinking straight. At this rate, we were what little remained of the day would just pass me by. We walking around in a daze, rather. I spotted Hiroko coming towards me from the other direction. Hiroko.
Oh.
You look terrible. Did Moko hit you with a pile driver or something? She do be doing that. She sure do. I don't think I could survive that. Some people have. Some people have gotten injured off of it, though. I'm just trying to figure some stuff out. Oh, what stuff? And maybe I'll ask Hiroko for some advice. She's not avoiding me as much these days. She might be able to come up with a better plan than me. Can I ask your opinion on something? You don't have to if you don't want to, but I think your input would be really useful. I don't mind. What is it you want to ask? The last few days we've been searching high and low for the killer, and we still haven't found any clues. I was thinking we should approach the problem some other way, but I have no idea what other way that might be. What about going outside the wall? Huh? But Tsubasa's device only measures life inside of it. You said you wanted clues. It stands to reason you can only learn things outside. You can learn things rather outside the school too, doesn't it? At Hiroko's words, it felt like a fog around my brain was starting to clear. I'd been so fixated on the total life sign count, I never even thought about going off school grounds. You're right. That was a real blind spot. Thanks, Hiroko. I knew asking you was a good idea for help. I'll go with you if you want to stay able to travel in a group out anyway. That's a good point. I'll get some more people on board too. Meet up and set out tomorrow morning. After arranging things with Hiroko, I found the others and figured out who else might be going. This time, things would be different. We get somewhere. We get some answers. New hope was welling inside of me, waiting for the next day to arrive. And day 40? That's the day that everything turned itself around. I turned this whole case upside down. I headed to the parking lot and found the other members of the expedition team waiting for me. Morning, everyone. You guys ready to head out? Ready when you are. I'll handle the driving, too. So it's just the 7 of us today. I hope we find something. I kind of wish the killer would just show up again already, except I don't really want them around. It's complicated. I gotta be outside in the sun like some sort of health-conscious beach bunny. Just kill me now. She is super duper pale. I will give her that. She is super pale. Turn that frown around, Darumi. You can get through anything if you keep your spirits up. Athletic and supportive? This much positivity has got to be bad for me. To sum it all up, we're all fine. Let's get going. You're speaking for everyone now? Well, I guess we shouldn't waste time. Since we're past, once we're past the flames, rather, we're gonna look for anything useful that might be a clue, right? Yeah, that'd be great. Let's do it. No guts, no glory. No guts, no glory, man. Gulp Shoma. We all got on the bus and set off full throttle for the ruins beyond the walls. Thank you. We drove through the undying flames and through the ruins rather. For a while we didn't see anything that stood out. And finally, after a couple hours, I noticed something was different.
That's weird. Isn't this?
What's the matter? Have you been here before, Takumi?
Yeah.
Yeah. Back in my future. Except the way I remember it, there's an enemy base up ahead.
Say what? Dude, why'd you break out of nowhere like that? Didn't you hear what Takumi said about the base? Do you want to charge right into enemy territory? I'm sorry, I should have noticed sooner. It just feels a little different from last time. It does seem strangely quiet here. It doesn't. I don't see any signs of invaders nearby either. Was this base big? Were there lots of troops there? Yeah, there were. In my last timeline, we went by this road and stormed the place. You took the fight to them, even though we can't be revived out here? That's bold, man. But there's no invaders here now. What could have happened to them? Maybe they're all too depressed to come out and fight. Even invaders can get mental health problems, I bet. Anyway, we ought to turn back now. I don't want to end up in a battle we ain't prepared for. Keep going, Takamaru. Full speed ahead. Yeah, man, let's rock it. Wait, were you even listening to me? If you get us all killed out here, you are so freaking dead. I mean, he's technically not wrong. We came out here together to gather information. Anything that looks out of the ordinary could be a potential, rather, lead. Right, even if it turns out to be unrelated to the killer, we should be aware of what the invaders are doing. You guys crazy? We can't just drive into a base that's crawling with enemies. I'm fine with going. Maybe me and the invaders can swap stories about mental breakdowns. I'm in too. If there's any chance about finding out something new, we have to take it. Of course, it's not like it's a full-scale attack. We'll pull out if things start to look bad. Fine, might as well face it, Gaku. We're in the minority here. Okay, but if things go wrong, I'd better get some kind of payout for it. Alright, let's keep going then. Steady and slow now. Bring the speed all the way down, rather. We inched the bus along the road to the enemy base. After a while, we stopped and began scouting ahead on foot. What we found was so different from what I remembered, I found myself wondering if we'd taken a wrong turn somewhere. Oh.
Hot damn, dude.
Oh no.
Oh, that's really gross.
Where the base should have been was a mountain of dead invaders. There were so many of them that they spilled off the pile and onto the ground, making it hard for us to even move forward without waddling through them.
They're all dead. Ain't nobody here left alive.
It doesn't look like sickness did it. All the bodies are beat up.
They've all been cast aside so carelessly. There's no art in this. Whoever did this knows nothing about setting up a proper murder scene.
There's no art in this.
You think they turned on each other? Or was there a third party involved?
I don't know, but this is kind of a lucky break for us, right?
Well, not if Nozomi has rejection symptoms, to be honest.
If all these invaders are dead, that means less for us to fight.
I don't think it's that simple. Especially when we don't know how or why they died.
Let's look around some more.
We looked around the base inside and out, but we didn't find anything to explain what had happened there. It's nothing but bodies as far as the eye can see. Staying here any longer won't get us anywhere. Talking to me we should leave, rather. Now, after coming all this way? Something this weird had to mean something. Were we really just going to walk away without figuring it out? Wanted to stick around a little longer, but it was already getting dark. There's no need to rush. Finding this was an achievement itself. For now, we should head back and let the others know. Hiro gave me a slight slap on the back and began, ayo, and began walking back to the school bus. Was that our way of trying to comfort me? Alright, I'm gonna head back too, and get the idiot and, the freak for me. Will you talk to me? Not the idiot and the freak. The what and the what now? Okay. Takamaru jerked his chin towards Darumi and Gaku, who were crouched at a short distance away looking at something intently. Oh, there's one here too. It's so fast. Dude, it's huge. What are you? Oh my gosh, they are the idiot and the freak. Hey, Darumi, Gaku, come on, time to leave. There was no response. They seemed excited. Oh, they sure seem to be excited about something though. What are you guys doing here? We're heading back. Hi, Takumi. Get a look at this. Oh no, take a look at this cute little guy here. I followed Darumi's gaze and saw something crawling from underneath a dead body. There were two of them, in fact, each scurrying out from a different location.
What are those? Some kind of bug?
Oh no. They're moving too quickly for me to get a good look, but they seem to be about the size of a fist. Oh no. Frankly speaking, they were neither little nor cute. They remind me of the little dudes that used to scuttle around my kitchen back home. You think they're a new species? Can we keep them, Takumi? I'm sure they'll make better pets than Sea-Ray. Oh, if one of you two brings one of them home. Oh, so help me.
Yeah.
Of course not. Come on, we'll feed them and take them for walks and teach them tricks and everything. I'm more concerned about what they think of Sea-Ray as being on the same level as a cat or a dog. I killed a whole aquarium full of fish last time I had a pet, but don't worry. They taught me to respect life. You want killing games, ma'am? Did they really teach you? I think you need another lesson. So it'll be fine this time. How exactly does respecting life fit in with your killing game obsession? Exactly. Come on, guys. Back to the bus. Everyone's waiting and you'll get left behind if you don't hurry. Do you mind if I go to the bathroom first? I have a tummy ache. Me too. I feel like my bladder's about to explode. Fine, just don't take too long, okay? They're going to bring these things to the school. They're going to bring these things to the school. Oh my gosh, it is the idiot and the freak. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. After a while, Darumi and Gaku joined us on the bus, both looking refreshed. By the time we got on the road and left the vase behind, it was already getting dark. We arrived at the school early the next morning. Oh my gosh. They have brought some little guys. What time is it? Rubbing my eyes and looking at the clock, I saw that it was really late. I'd slept. We might not make it to day 100, actually. I'd slept through the day and into the next evening. Oh, I really overdid it. I remember us getting back this morning, but not much after that. I had a vague impression that I got really hungry and then practically passed out from exhaustion. My head hurts, too. This head hurts. Uh-oh. Headache from oversleeping? That's happened to me before. I'd better take something for it. It'll be more like dinner than breakfast at this point, but I'll go to the cafeteria anyway. Dissolving some medicine in water, I gulped it down and stepped out of the room. But what I saw were bodies everywhere. Some of the team were still in the cafeteria eating a late night meal. It was mostly the ones who stayed while we were gone. I guess the others were still sleeping off the trip. I grabbed some food for myself as I turned to find a place to sit, and somebody called out to me. Hey, Takumi, you want to eat with me? No, not this again. Now there's a face that screams, oh no, not this again. Or maybe you're thinking, how did he know? No, how did he know? That's hilarious. Don't be so jumpy. Ima's here to keep an eye on me today. I promise I'll hold back. Good evening, Mr. Sumino. You can sit next to me if you want. Thanks, I'll do that. I don't see you two together very often. My dear sister's participating in a girls' night, and she forbade me from being present. I thought I might get away with it. I mean, I slapped some makeup on me and make some strategic tucks, and I could easily pass as a girl, don't you think? The worst thing is he's absolutely right. Yeah. So instead, Mr. Omokage has been telling me about his passion for killing. Can you leave that stuff off for a while? I'm trying to eat here. I told you before, right? Now I'm having trouble with my urges right now. Yugumu ignored me and continued his macrobe topic of conversation. After what happened with Gaku, I finally figured out a way to suppress them better. Oh yeah, what's that? I don't actually have to kill anyone. I just have to see the despair when they stare death in the face. It's not exactly a long-term solution, though. It's more like a coping mechanism. I'm not sure how to react to that. I have no idea what it feels like. Think of it like when you watch sexy videos online to sate your own desires. It doesn't make them completely go away, but after a decent while, they fade back into the background for a while, you know? Hey, don't just assume that's what I... Well, you're sweating and you're blushing like crazy, Takumi, so now I'm... You're not making yourself look any more innocent, my dude.
Oh.
Does that mean you prefer in-person encounters, Mr. Simino? How very analog of you. I guess I'm the same way in a sense, though, although in my case, it was always the ladies coming to me. Ima's questionable work history is really something I don't want to get into right now. Both of these two are not real. And everything that they've said about their past is not real. My only problem is that no one seems to want to show me their seconds before death face. I'm not doing it. That's cold, man. At least ask. Let me ask first.
Yeah.
I know how you feel, Mr. Omokage. It's no fun letting frustration build up until it feels like it's ready to burst. I may not be a killer or a sexual deviant, but I understand impulse control at least. I guess you could describe Ima as impulsive, like the time you stabbed Takamaru last time around. Come now, Mr. Simino, don't act like you don't know what Mr. Omokage is talking about. How do you mean? You know what it's like. You killed Mr. Aotsuki, didn't you? But that was different. Heito was a traitor. He was dangerous. He sabotaged the team and even killed some of us before. If I'd let him live, he would have gone through after the baby in the defense room again eventually. He wouldn't have stopped until humanity itself was wiped out. Are you making excuses inside your head right now, thinking of ways to justify what you did? How did he know? Oh, don't get me wrong. I don't really care either way. I'm just saying, regardless of the original trigger, you know what it's like to kill another person. You understand that impulse. Okay, maybe you're right. I did. Out of anger. Everyone has the potential to become a killer under the right circumstances. I'm no exception. Lighten up, Mr. Simino. This isn't that serious of a discussion. It's more of a casual chat between murderous and murder-adjacent friends. Murder-adjacent is crazy. If you ever do want help to help me with my urges, rather, you're welcome to come into my room anytime for a massage session. Nope, not happening. Ever. At least not on this route, maybe on the killing game route. I decided to change the subject before things got too weird and brought up the discovery from yesterday. Nozomi had already told the others about the enemy base full of dead invaders. On our return, rather, the organic life detection device still indicated 15 people inside the school. Discussing all the mysteries facing us, time passed surprisingly quickly. By the time I got to my room, the nighttime announcement was only minutes away. With a little ding-dong bing-bong and a little hurrah! Good night. Boom, time for bed. I got none today. Flopped on my bed. Everything was dinner. I guess it's time for me to go back to sleep. The thought had barely crossed my mind before my consciousness drifted away. Why fight it? I let go and allowed sleep to carry me away. And so 41 is over. Little did I... Oh my gosh. He's doing it again. And so my 41st day of the last Defense Academy practically came and went practically in the same breath. Little did I know that a fresh crisis would await me on day 42. Well, you guys, I have a feeling somebody's going to have a bad time today. It is day 42, and at this point, Eito, if he is on this timeline, he is in this timeline somewhere. Hip did hip 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 did hip did hip 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 did. Morning. Still half asleep, I let out a long yawn as I tried to orient myself. After sleeping so much, I felt like I have a lot of energy today. Okay, that's a lot of ding dong bing bongs. Who could that be this early? Didn't like the sound of that flurry of doorbell rings I heard over the door and opened it. Takumi, come quick. The life sign reader has changed. Seriously? Yeah, but it doesn't make sense. Here, look. 13, that's 2 less than yesterday. Well, it's 2 less than yesterday. 2 of our friends were very excited about these mysterious creatures and went to pee, quote unquote. I'm afraid something bad might have happened to someone. Okay, let's get everyone together. Tsubasa and I split up to tell the rest of the team to go to the cafeteria for an emergency meeting. When I got there, the only ones missing were... swear to you if it's Gaku and Darumi. Wow, you guys. Gaku and Darumi are missing. I wonder what that's all about. There's 12 of us here now. If the killer's still out there, the 2 missing life signals must be theirs. Oh, well, they had a good run. Honestly, I thought Mr. Maruko would have been killed sooner. Is there a war where they left to go and get some of those critters now? Huh? You saying the killer struck again? But where are the bodies? We don't know that Gaku and Darumi are dead. They may have just gone outside the wall. Those 2? I guess it's not totally out of the question. Has anyone checked if the school bus is still in the parking lot? I'll go look now. The rest of you, check around for anything out of the ordinary. Wait up, I'll come with you. It is gone. The bus is gone. Those 2 must have taken it. That probably means they're okay, but where could they have gone? I swear if they're going to pick up some of those critters. How long has your device been on 13? Since the morning announcement, I checked it before bed last night and it still said 15. So they snuck out during the night. Let's go back to the cafeteria for now. Unless they've, like, someone has crashed the bus outside of the wall of fire to prevent us from escaping at a fast pace. We hurried back to the cafeteria where everyone was still talking excitedly. Sir Takumi, a report. Lady Darumi and Sir Gaku left a note. We found it on the table. It was way over in a corner, so we didn't notice it at first. Here. Gone out on an errand run. BRB from Darumi and Gaku. Oh my gosh, these idiots. What the heck? Don't those guys have any sense of danger at all? Forget danger, how about a little consideration for others? I'm gonna wring their necks for making us worry like this. What about the bus? Was it gone? Yeah, I guess that means whatever made them leave was pretty urgent. Maybe they got together and went off in a rut like mindless beasts. Outside, in the open air? How indecently wild. Speculating won't help us now. I mean, to be fair, Takumi did do that kind of with Tsubasa. They didn't go, you know, do though, but they kind of just cuddled on a bus until a bee came and sucked her dry, but you know, it is what it is. All we can do is wait for them to get back. With the chaos caused by Darumi and Gaku's disappearance starting to settle down, we brought the meeting to an end and spent the day as normal. Finally, long after the sun had gone down, Kiyoshika spotted the bus on the horizon, and once again assembled in the cafeteria. I feel like we'll see how they act. Our returning friends avoided looking us in the eye. They must have sensed how much trouble they were in. What exactly have you two been doing all of this time? Wait, did you say where exactly have you two been all of this time? I just can't read. Nowhere, just outside. Obviously, I'm asking where outside and why you went there. It was just kinda, you know how it is.
Enough nonsense.
Good.
Give me a real answer. Now.
Oh, you're beautiful when you're angry, Mr. Shiruko. What are we waiting? What are we watching here, y'all? They look like a couple of kids getting scolded by their mom for staying out too late. I feel kind of bad for them. Hiruko's so threatening, but I guess that just shows how worried she was. Does it? It looks more like an outright interrogation to me. We had something we wanted to do at the base we found. What, you two went back there all on your own? You figured it'd be safe since all the invaders were dead, and when we got there, it was just the same as before. Why did you leave without saying anything? Be honest, we won't be mad. I left something behind the other day when Gaku and I went for our group P session. That's right. That's right. That's right makes it sound like, you know, stupid. We accidentally left our infusers behind. I knew we'd get chewed out for, so we decided to go back and get them ourselves. Both of you lost them at the same time? How could you be so dense? Do you have a death wish or something? Or are you really just that stupid? Why don't you die now and save us all the trouble? See, I knew you'd get mad at us. But when you think about it, it's really Takumi's fault. If he hadn't hurried us, we'd be a lot more careful. You're really gonna blame me for this? You're so irresponsible, it's almost impressive. Please tell me you at least found your infusers. You bet, got them right here, no problem at all. Is that really all you went for? Yeah, of course. Why would we lie about something like that? Come on, Hiruko, they're back safe. Why don't we just let it slide? Because they've probably bought something really bad with them. But next time you two run off like that, you'll be getting the electro chamber elimination treatment. I don't know if that's in reference to like an infamous like Halloween thing in TNA where there was like an electro chamber or something. We'll see. I have no idea what that is, but I don't want to find out. We're sorry, we won't do it again. As long as you understand, don't go worrying us like that. I'll be good, although getting scolded by Mistress Hiroko was kind of fun in its own way. Heard Hiroko. Big energy. I still have my doubts about their story. I have big doubts, but it looked like the crisis was over for now. With a collective sigh of relief, we all headed back to our rooms. Now that there are likely 2 of those things out here, people are going to start dropping like flies. We have 2 of those things out here, and we have 2 corpses in the morgue. Oh boy. With all the confusion, today was turning weirdly tiring. My body and mind were worn out. Fatigue was a battle bad enough, but this was something different. Guess there was bound to be days like this sometimes. I just had to work hard to do better tomorrow. Lay down in bed and immediately felt sleepy. I surrendered myself to the feeling and let my consciousness fade away. I didn't know it then, but the crisis wasn't over. In fact, it was just beginning. Of course. He was like, and then I let my consciousness fade away. But I didn't know it then, but the crisis wasn't over. In fact, it was just beginning. And day 43. Yeah, knowing what they brought, it was just beginning. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Alright, that's bad. Who's there and this early, too? It's still night, to be honest. Responding to the doorbell, I crawled out of bed and lumbered towards the door. It wasn't even light out. Rubbing my eyes, sleep from my eyes, rather, I opened the door to find... Nozomi? Moko? Sorry to disturb you, but this couldn't wait. Nozomi said she heard sounds coming from somewhere downstairs. She wanted to check it out, wanted to check out where they were. Huh? Weird sounds? It's probably just my imagination, but with everything else that's going on, I didn't want to take any chances. It's kind of scary going down there with 2 girls, even if one of them is the apocalyptic maiden of destruction. Moko? Whatever. We could sure use a nice, strong man to accompany us, you know? Okay, sure, let's go see what these noises are. I guess I'm curious, too. We should probably get in our class armor just in case. Of course, thank you, Takumi. I'll blow you a thank you kiss, too. Now go grab your gear and get into the ring, huh? Get in the ring, Takumi. We transformed and set out into the night. Light rain was falling outside, giving the school a damp, dingy feeling. We've been looking for a while now, but I don't see anything strange. Me neither. Maybe I was just hearing things. Don't let your guard down yet, Nozomi. If it were some prowler emerges from the shadow and suplexes you from behind. Okay, I'll be careful. Let's take a look around before calling it a night. Sounds good. We can't get careless now. What did it sound like? You know what I mean? Did it sound like... Or did it sound like... Yay, you know? It looked like our little investigation was going to go without turning up anything noteworthy. But just as I was beginning to relax. Huh? Where did Moko go? That's weird. She was right behind me a second ago. I wasn't sure how or when it happened, but Nozomi and I got separated from Moko. I could have sworn she was still with us when we turned that last corner. Moko, where are you? She's not answering. Do you think something happened to her? You don't think something happened to her, do you? Maybe she just went to the bathroom. I'll go check. I should probably go. You can't go to the girls' bathroom, Takumi. No, we need to prioritize finding her. We'll split up and we'll cover more ground that way. Don't worry, it's right near here. We'll meet back up here in a little while. Hey, Nozomi. Before I could stop her, Nozomi ran to the nearest girl's bathroom. I considered following her, but she was right. Finding Moko came first. She couldn't have gone far. I began retracing my steps, calling Moko's name as I went, but there was no sign of her anywhere. Could she have gone outside? It doesn't seem likely, but I'll check just in case. Well, the rain's gotten even heavier. I didn't think about stopping to grab anything like an umbrella or anything. After a few seconds, I got completely drenched. The rain also made it hard to make out my surroundings very well. Hey Moko, if you're out here, answer me. No response. That means she's still inside, right? I should head back inside for now. I don't want to leave Nozomi alone for too long. Not to mention standing in the rain is making me cold. I need to head back inside soon. Uh-oh. Huh? A scream? Was that Nozomi? A sudden cry rang out through the night. It definitely had come from inside of the school. Whatever that was, it couldn't be good. I have to hurry. Ran back to school and headed in the direction of the scream. I don't know where the direction of the scream is, homie. Direction of the scream, which is where? Okay, thank you, game. From the opposite direction. Still in the girls' bathroom? Oh, there she is. Summer, you okay? Takumi, you have to help. It's the killer. The killer? Don't tell me. They showed up again?
They did. And they killed Moko.
Oh. What? She was just with us, dude. Now they're after me. What are we going to do? We have to get Moko to the infirmary before it's too late. Okay, just take me to where Moko is. Alright. Come on, it's this way. The killer got Moko? This can't be happening, can it? It just seems like the time frame is so quick. It's suspicious. Nozomi led me to one of the classrooms on the first floor. I opened the door and took a step back in terror when I saw what was inside.
No way. It can't be.
Dude, right across the face and then 2 across the legs. And her neck is snapped too. Moko lay motionless on the floor, surrounded by an ocean of blood. Her body was torn to shreds, just like Ava's had been. No longer breathing, no longer moving. Her body was just a giant slab of meat.
Come on, Takumi! We have to get Moko to the Revival-matic!
Dude, she's heavy, dude.
Right. Here, we'll carry her together.
We crouched down beside Moko. Her body was still warm, and soon our hands were covered in blood. So much blood. Will the Revival-matic even work anymore? We still have to try. Hold on, Moko. We're taking you to the infirmary. Let's hoist her up. 1, 2, 3. But just as we were about to get moving... What? Footsteps? Oh, no. Somebody's coming this way? Nozomi noticed them too. She glanced down the hallway, a look of abject horror on her face. Takumi? I'll go see who it is. You stay here. But if things get dangerous, run. Focus on staying alive, understand? Infuser in her hand, I slowly crept down the hallway the footsteps were coming from. Please do not make me... I have to actually walk down this hallway? Huh? There's no one here. The footsteps I'd heard before had stopped, leaving a deathly silence in their place. Did I just imagine them? No, Nozomi heard them too. Uh-oh. Well, it's them. All of a sudden, the killer was there. A black suit and power saw included. How'd they get the power saw back? Okay, never mind that. Yeah, how did they get the power saw back? Only we know the code. Unless it's like yeah, and the queen can like transmit some thoughts to them. I have to do something. You, how dare you do that to Moko? Found myself raising my infuser and swinging it viciously at the killer.
Yeah.
What? But the knife bounced right off the suit. The recoil sent me staggering back. My human anima attacks aren't working, then what am I supposed to do? Takumi! Nozomi, don't come any closer. Get out of here. I can't just abandon you. I'll fight too. We can't touch that thing. It's no good. Human anima won't work on him. We have to run. What? But... Come on, this way. Oh my gosh, that guy is actually right behind us. Look. Ooh, boy. Okay, you just nonchalantly... Oh, do we still have to run? Oh! We're not cooked yet. But boy, was I not expecting that. Where are we supposed to go? Oh yeah, we're losing him, we're losing him. Oh boy, alright. Alright, go up these stairs, Great. My gosh. Whew. Hey, Takumi, before you finish there, you know, you got really close with that right there. I'm gonna do that real quick. Alright, here we go. Goodness gracious. It's no good, I can't run anymore. Takumi? Nozomi was still glancing around nervously. I could see her trembling. Don't worry, it's going to be okay. I'll think of something. I was doing my best to sound confident, but inside I was already choking on my own despair. If my Hemo attacks won't affect the killer, am I going to have to tackle them again and try and steal the power saw? Oh no, they found us. What do we do? Where can we go? We'll have to head outside. Nozomi and I ran to the nearest window, but then... Eek. Did he get her?
Damn it! We're too late!
Oh. Well, this is a thumbnail. The killer steadily advanced towards us, never saying a word, rather, brandishing their power saw the whole time. It's hopeless. If we don't do something, we're dead. Even if we escape out the window, this is the 3rd floor. Can I get us both to the ground safely? I need to make a choice here. And fast, what do I do? Okay. So, in the spirit of trying to get an end in this episode, I have to think about which one of these probably leads to the bad end. I think the bad end is dodging the attack. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I feel like dodging the attack is the bad ending. I think we're gonna dodge, and Nozomi's just gonna get cut up. So I'm gonna go try and dodge the attack. I think jumping out the window is probably the right answer. But usually when I actually try to pick the wrong answer sometimes, I'll just be like, oh, I've made the right choice. I need to go back. We have to dodge this attack first. I guess that's true. If you want to jump out the window, they can just probably catch you from behind.
Nozomi, stand back!
Takumi!
I steeled myself and braced to face the killer. Going against a power saw barehanded meant the odds were against me, but I still had to try. Takumi charged him. I punched the killer in the face with a tightly clenched fist. The killer recoiled for a moment, but quickly recovered and swung their power saw at me. Watch out, Takumi! I evaded the attack at the very last minute. The saw struck the wall. The momentum rather, making a deep cut into it. Stay down. Immediately struck back, but with the power saw in the way, rather, my punches could not land properly. After some tussling against the killer, I found myself backed against the window. I refused to go down without a fight, and decided to try and land a final suicide attack. Well, if you're against the window, if they come running at you, all you have to do is do a drop toe hold. That's the move in wrestling, where you attack from the leg and they fall forward as you go underneath them, by the toe and ankle. And hopefully the mask would like crash into the window, hopefully alerting somebody. I faced the killer, fully prepared to die with my next move. However, the killer took advantage of the brief moment of hesitation to kick me violently in the stomach. I was forced to my knees by intense pain holding my stomach. Takumi! Stay back, Nozomi. Tried to get to my feet and stop Nozomi from coming closer. Is he about to die? But the killer was faster, swinging the saw into my direction before I could do anything.
No!
Is this the end? Did I make the right choice?
What?
What? The final impact never came. I glanced at the killer and saw that they had stopped just short of slicing my head. Must mean that we're the queen.
You! Why?
Wanted to ask why they had stopped, but then...
Get away from Takumi!
Uh-oh. Nozomi? Nozomi slipped from behind around the killer's back without either of us noticing. The very next moment, she kicked the killer with all of her might. Little sweet chin music? Oh my, she super kicked them out of the... Hey, Nozomi. This killer has been speared out of a window. Super kicked out of a window. The killer was sent crashing through the window and tumbled outside. Hey, that's dope. I think the twinkles signifying that there's sharp glass that could potentially cut up the suit is a good point, hopefully. The power saw spun through the rainy night and night air rather, and slowly fell. Soon after, they landed on it. We heard the dull and eerie sound of it striking something soft and tearing right through it. We immediately ran to where the killer had fallen, where a shocking sight awaited us. Good! Undo the mask. The squashed, motionless body of the killer laid mired in a pool of their own gushing blood. The saw was deeply embedded in their upper body.
The engine stopped. Probably because it went right through the body and got stuck in the ground.
Is the killer dead?
I don't know.
I don't know, but by the looks of it...
I cautiously reached out for the killer's helmet and pulled it off. Oh. Oh. So Yugamu is probably already dead at this point. But it doesn't say he's dead yet.
Yugamu?
He was already dead, but his eyes were still wide open. Having lost this much blood, it was unlikely we'd be able to bring him back.
Yugamu? But why? Why did he kill Moko?
As Nozomi broke down next to me, I kept staring at Yugamu's remains in astonishment. Shock and confusion had paralyzed my mind. I could only register my body becoming heavier and heavier as my clothes soaked up the falling rain. The others had woken up from the commotion and arrived at the scene, only to be confronted by the grisly sight of Moko and Yugamu's dead bodies. No one knew what to think. I barely managed to explain what had happened. We split up to carry the bodies to the morgue and decided to call it a day then and there. However, are there 2 missing bodies? No, but the fact that there were still 2 more ... and ... makes me very suspicious, you know what I mean? And afterwards saying, ow, my head hurts. I think that's exactly what happened last time. It was ... I'm in bed, ow, my head hurts. I woke up with a sluggish body and a pounding headache. Had I gone to sleep? I had gone to sleep cold over being soaked in the rain and it hadn't done me any good. I don't want to do anything today, and the only images of my mind were of the murdered Moko and the killer's true identity. My mind was faring worse than my body.
I just don't want to think.
Pulled the blankets over my head and completely shut down. I don't think we're gonna make it to day 100. Praying that the whole thing would turn out to be a bad dream, I spent the whole day curled up in bed. That was how the curtain fell on day 43. Okay, so before we actually get into day 44, usually I like to carry on for a little bit, but I have a feeling. Woohoo! Day 44 exists here, correct? I have a feeling that this is gonna be short. You know what I mean? I have a feeling that this is gonna be short. This feels like it's just gonna be like a, why did you jump out of the window? You guys are not having a good time and now you're dead. And then we'll get to, you know, I'm trying to sneak over to 50 endings, you know what I'm saying? Maybe this episode, maybe a little bit. We got a little time left. We gonna jump out the window with this one. I somehow picked the right answer, unless these both split off into a path, but they're very close to each other. But, are they still very close to each other? Yes. Can't afford to die here. It's a desperate move, but I'll bet it all on this.
Nozomi, hold on tight. We're gonna jump.
What?
What? Yeah! That's hilarious. He hit a little torpedo Moscow through the window. It looked like he headbutted through it, you know what I mean? I grabbed Nozomi around the waist, and charged into the broken glass with all my might. There was a sound of glass breaking, and then we were in the air. For a moment, it felt like we were floating there in the rainy night sky. But of course, that didn't last. Because we fell to the ground and died. Gravity kicked in and we fell. My skull slammed to the ground with a dull crack. I can't die yet. I still have so much I need to do. But it was no good. My consciousness cut out and abruptly and completely. ... Anything else? There's more? Woke up feeling like my consciousness had floated to the very surface from a very deep place. Where am I?
Takumi, you're awake.
I heard somebody's voice nearby. Hey, what's up, homie? I turned towards it and found Nozomi's eyes peering into mine. Nozomi? Thank goodness you're alright. I was starting to think you'd never wake up. Huh? How long have I been out? What day is it? Almost 3 full days, day 46 now. Do you remember what happened? You grabbed a hold of me and jumped out of a 3rd floor window. Yeah, I remember. We were being chased by the killer. I wasn't hurt too badly, but you hit your head and died. Well, but if I'm okay then, I carried you to the infirmary and put you inside the revival-matic. Oh, thanks, Nozomi. You're a lifesaver, literally. I should be the one thanking you. You saved me from the killer. But even after the machine brought you back, you stayed unconscious. We were all worried, especially Hiroko. Huh? Hiroko? Yeah, she came in to check on you all the time. She even helped take care of you when I needed a break. She seemed so cold when I first met her, but she's actually a really caring person, huh? I really wouldn't have expected Hiroko to show that much concern for me after especially having that thing in my head. It's nice to know she doesn't hate me after all. But something about Nozomi's story bothered me. What about Moko? Yeah, were you guys able to get her to the... No. She didn't make it. I took her to the revival-matic too, but it was too late. She'd already lost too much blood. I'm sorry, Moko. If only I had been quicker, I could have saved you. No. She dies in the upper path too. Does she? Yes. Was your fault, Nozomi. Moko wouldn't want you to blame yourself.
I know, but I just miss her so much.
I wished I could say something to comfort Nozomi, but all I could do was put my hand on her shoulder and let her cry. I'd broken my promise that we'd all survive this time. If only I'd found the killer sooner, or for Moko, we've gotten Moko to the infirmary in time. Regret washed over me in waves. Even after coming back in time, I failed. What was the point of even, point in going on? Huh? I can't quit now. That's not what Moko would have wanted. Now more than ever, we have to stop the killer. So both of these routes continue. After a while, Nozomi calmed down and went to tell the others that I was awake. She said I should go see everyone in the cafeteria. I should get going. I got out of bed and feeling completely normal, rather. So normal, it was hard to believe that I'd been dead just a few days ago. Okay, next stop, the cafeteria. So my other thing is, we went careening down Skull first, but the revival-matic, I believe, would still bring back the thing in our head. Because it always brings back, like, your last scan, I suppose. Oh, Takumi. Oh, you son of a bitch. Glad to see you back on your feet. Oh, thank goodness. We thought you'd die if you slept much longer. Technically, he did die, but it's a good thing we had the technology to bring you back. Sorry to put you guys through all of that, but don't worry, I'm fine now. Seriously, dude, you gotta be more careful. We'd have been up a creek if we lost you, too. Kaku. Oh, I mean... Well, now... Yugumu is here. Huh. Now, Mr. Mariko didn't mean anything by it. He just lacks any sense of social delicacy. That's rich coming from you. So you guys know about Moko already. Nozomi told us. She said the serial killer attacked the 3 of you. Why didn't you bring me with you that night? I can't believe I missed out on more murder. Quiet. Don't make me shove Kiyoshika's perverted sword down your throat. Goodness gracious. Eek, I'll be nice and quiet from now on. Nozomi got us all together that morning and told us what happened. We carried Moko's body to the morgue, but it put it there for now. Everyone's faces clouded over as they relived the tragedy anew. I knew how everyone felt, of course. For them, this was the first time one of our friends had died. Hold on, you carried Moko to the morgue? What about the drones? I was curious why they didn't activate too, so I decided to look into it. The weird thing is, there's nothing wrong with the drones themselves. They're operating exactly as intended. But how can that be? Takumi, what's the meaning of this? You might not believe me, but none of this happened in my future.
I was so determined to save everyone this time. But I couldn't protect Moko. I'm sorry.
You know, it's really funny, because I was like, you know what? Moko's alive on a lot of these routes. I don't need to hang out with her this time. And then she dies on this route. On both of these little up and down paths. Hey man, don't beat yourself up. This is just how war is, you know? That's right, Mr. Simino, your time-traveling hijinks don't even come into play here. At this point, it doesn't really matter whether we believe you about that or not. Yeah, I'm just sad about Moko. Why did she have to die? Oh, they just had a girls' night, too. You shall be avenged. We've been investigating while you were out, Mr. Simino, but we haven't found anything. The killer remains just as much as a mystery as ever. If we can go over the incident one more time, you two ran from the killer together, correct? Yes, I remember it clearly. I see. Tsubasa, what's our current life sign total? It's 14. That means the killer's still out there. And you were all in your rooms that night, right? That's right. Well, this guy. You, Nozomi, and Moko were the only ones who were up. Kako? Kako? I feel so bad that I was sleeping like a piece of human trash while all of that stuff was going on. It's not like we could help it. It was still the middle of the night. Could you just please grow a spine? Feeling sorry for ourselves won't bring Moko back. If you've got the energy to spout all this nonsense, why not use it more productively by finding a killer, for example? Easy for you to say. If Moko got killed, what kind of chance do we have? If you've got an idea to kill, a freaking power saw murderer without using hemoanima, I'm all ears. Huh? Hey, that's right. The killer had their suit and power saw when they attacked us. That's gotta mean they have some spares or something, right? I mean, the ones we found were locked up in the metal shop. Yeah, about that. We checked the locker and the suit and the power saw were both gone. They're gone? I rushed over to the metal shop to see the locker for myself. The moment I put my hand on the door and swung it open, the combination lock from before was gone. Yugumu did leave. But maybe I was to give himself a better cover. Oh. He might not be possessed. Well, but he wouldn't have killed Moko is the problem. I was gonna say, maybe he just wanted to see our faces before, like that moment before death again, you know what I mean? This is a weird one. There's nothing in here. How? It was already open when we came to check it out. We didn't find any fingerprints, and there's no sign of the lock being forced either. What? I think it'd be better if you were the only one who knows to talk to me. Huh? Why? Kind of defeats the purpose of anyone can open this thing. Not saying the killer could be one of us, but it's best to keep risk to a minimum, you know? It does make a sense from a logical standpoint. It'll mean less chances for this stuff to fall into the killer's hands. But how could this have happened? No one knew the code but me. Why didn't they just destroy the suit and the power saw? You know? Could the killer have used telepathy to find out? Anything's possible at this point. How are we supposed to defend against that? I don't want to die. Quit your whining, grow a pair, and let's actually do something about it. I may be a chronic loser, but I can still put up a fight in my own losery way. If you need bait to lure out the killer, I'll gladly volunteer. At least then I'll be good for something. No, we're not losing anyone else. We're gonna find this killer, kill him before they can strike again, and we're gonna have a party or something, a barbecue outside the school. And then Dolsh is gonna show up and say, "What are you all doing? Feasting the night away when you should be preparing for battle? I'll give you 30 seconds. My dude, I miss Dolsh already. Let's search the school again. Everyone, if you notice anything strange, let us know right away. Okay. Kako? Split up in a group and search the rest of the day looking for clues, but just like every other time, we failed to find anything new. No one had the heart rather to discuss anything further, and day 46 drew to a close. Now I kind of want to like go back to the other route, you know what I mean? Thought I was gonna snatch an ending here. Oh, we're doing this again.
Prepare to spend another day.
Takumi, did you prepare them for this? What the? That wasn't normal. The announcement bugged out. Why do I feel so hazy? Felt like a thick fog had covered my mind. My body growing lighter and lighter. Felt like I was going to sleep. What is it? I was brought back to the land of the living by unrelenting ringing of my doorbell. That was a close one. I almost was out like a light. Hurried over to the door. Takumi, good, you're still safe. Hiroko, what happened? What do you mean safe? No time to explain, just plug your ears for now. Hurry. Huh? Earplugs? Without knowing why, I inserted the plugs that Hiroko handed me. Then she pulled out a notepad and scratched something down and showed it to me. We're under attack from an enemy who uses special sound frequencies to create illusions. Oh, what's the announcement just now? Oh, you can't hear me. Give me a second. I borrowed the notepad and hurriedly wrote out a message. What about everyone else? We'll go help them now. There we go. Just when the alarm sounded, Hiroko was right. We're under attack.
Intruder
you
alert.
should know about this. Let's go, Hiroko. She read the movements of my lips and nodded firmly. We went to split up and tell everyone about the situation and how to deal with it. Fortunately, no one had been completely entranced by the illusions yet, but since our ears were plugged, we had to deal with the added challenge of coordinating a battle without being able to hear each other. I think it would kind of neat if it made you like auto battle, but you can only control Takumi or people around Takumi. You know what I mean? Hippity hip hip hippity hippity hip hip hippity hippity. Oh yeah, there we go. I don't think I ever hated this battle, you know what I mean? Once it was like, oh yeah, these are these enemies and these are the other enemies, because it's just a kind of a flip-flop for real. Hi, Tarum Tommy.
I'm the paragon of robbery, Tarum Tommy! Oh, you don't have to worry about remembering my name!
But you're one of like the top 5 people or 5 commanders' names who I remember. It's Veshnus, it's Ava, it's Dalsha, it's Adamake, Adamake actually, and then it's you. Anybody else a name that I remember beyond theirs immediately? No, those are like the top 5 that I remember. You're in my top 5, Tarum Tommy.
Your little story ends here, after all. So I kindly request you leave the stage. Hey, you don't seem to be enjoying my dreamy magical show at all. And let me switch up the program and put on a performance of hellish agony and death.
So, admittedly, it was very nice of her to give us a very nice school anime visual novel setting, you know what I mean? Because she could have just said, hey, the school's blown up. You know? Is she gonna go ah ooh ah and then come back to life? Ah ooh ah! Oh, there you go. I do like how they doubled up on the commanders, and doubled up on the commanders in a way that made sense and gave not these 2 lore, but the other 2 lore, the other 2 that were married and have a child. You know what I mean? He rewound town and brought her back. This commander wasn't able to turn back time so smoothly before. He must have powered up too. What an annoying ability. We'll have to beat this one first. Yep. Yep. Bam, you win. Excellent. Oh, okay. Let me think. I should have kept a running total of people that I've done this for. Because I actually don't know if I've done it for Ema. I don't know if I've done it for Darumi either. I definitely have done it for you. I've seen Kako's. I don't think I've done it for Ema. I'm gonna have to double check on Darumi, but I don't think I've done it for Ema. Let me give me.
Sure thing.
Okay, yeah, no, I don't think we've done it for Ema. He just has a nice. Yep.
I'm brimming with power.
We have not done Emas. Oh. Pretty good. Ah. That one's pretty good. Once again, I definitely need to double check. Oh, right, it's 2. Okay. Well, now that we've done Emas, in terms of the halfies, I think I've had everyone on this half. I think we might have done Kiyoshika, but we might not have done Kiyoshika low-key. Killer. I think we've done all of these people. I'm gonna do Darumi, but I feel like I've done Darumi early, but maybe I haven't.
Me?
No, not you.
I'll take care of it.
I misclicked. I misclicked, but I actually don't know if we've done Gaku. We have not done Gaku's. It's kind of hilarious. Okay, yeah, we will check who we have done. I feel like they should have that like above the characters, you know what I mean? I think that would be very good. Okay, before y'all finish. 1, 6. I was gonna say, I don't think we've done Darumi, so we'll get Darumi probably next time. We had not done Gaku, like I figured we hadn't. And we had not done Ima's. I know we've done Yu. I actually don't know if we've done Kiyoshika is my other thing. Yeah, I think we are currently just missing Kiyoshika, Darumi, and Ava, whenever we get Ava back. Good. Good. Yeah, we freaking won! Keep it down, your broke boy voice is getting more grating than usual. We fought with our ears plugged the entire time. I know it was to stop the auditory attack, but it was exhausting. If we go back to the upper path, actually, we might be able to get just another tool like this, actually. I don't want to do too much jumping, like, back and forth once we've, like, settled on a route. I feel like we've incidentally settled on this route. Yes, the Holy Jumanji Sword and I weren't able to hear each other, but it made for an agonizing fight. Wait, what? The sword can hear? Why didn't you let me enjoy the illusion? I wanted to see the happiest ending of all, where we all have fun killing each other. If you want to hallucinate that badly, come see me. I've got the good stuff. No way, man. That shit's against the goddamn law. Don't make me kill you. Oh, please. It's perfectly legal, probably. At any rate, it was Takumi and Hiroko thinking quickly that saved us and allowed us to react so quickly. Yeah, your experience of the future really saved us this time. Actually, this wasn't... Oof. Hiroko suddenly pinched my arm, cutting off what I was about to say. It was you. Did she want them to know, not want them to know it was her idea? I mean, yes, exactly. I remembered how this commander fought back in my future. Good thing we made it in time. If you remembered, why couldn't you have told us earlier? Maybe then I wouldn't have had to experience the nasty illusion of my dear sister backhanding me when I tried to follow her into the bathroom. That was real. That wasn't an illusion. I'm glad we managed to defeat the academy, defend the academy, not defeat the academy, Lamau, without anybody getting hurt. Yes, it's up to us to fight harder now for Moko. You guys must be tired. Let's all rest up. I'll see you tomorrow. Hiroko seems rather suspicious of everybody now. We won the battle and parted ways in a friendly mood. Hiroko alone said nothing, and she was gazing at the sky and appeared to be thinking deeply about something. How did she know the commander used sound waves to create illusions? Was this another one of those secrets that she couldn't tell me about? Would she ever take me into her confidence? Not on this route, she won't. I went back to my room with my heart feeling weighed down. I was so tired, I fell clean asleep before very long. And with a couple ... even more death happened. Or maybe not. Oh, we're at our number of endings on the same, on the day. Very good. Another morning, I'm feeling really hungry. I was a little sluggish from the battle yesterday and my stomach felt so empty that it hurt. I had to eat something, and soon. I had been to the cafeteria. I needed to ask Tsubasa for today's life sound count too. I walked out of my door like normal, and just then... into here? The next thing I knew, I was standing by the pool in the leisure lounge, spacing out, still feeling hungry. Why are we here? Huh? What's wrong with me today? I'd definitely gone to the cafeteria after leaving my room, but I didn't get the impression I'd eaten anything. It was hard to imagine I'd been that hungry and not found anything to actually eat. And why did I come here afterwards of all places? I've got no reason to be in the leisure lounge apart from being so tired. I did die pretty recently after all. Maybe I'll rest here for a while and get back to the search. The organic life count in the school was still 14. Okay, there's still been no change at all since Moko's death. Losing our comrade like that had inspired us to pull together, but there was no telling how long our morale would last. The fear of killing had crept into our hearts, and it was starting to feel like we'd never fully dispel it. You don't want to linger on just randomly going to the... Okay. Okay, I guess we're not gonna linger on that, huh? Just randomly going to the leisure lounge, huh? Okay. Okay. Tsubasa, let's get you to 4 and try and get closer to getting you to 5. And then I'll have to kind of pick and choose who I want.
Is this for me? Wow! You have no idea how happy you just made me!
Maybe we'll do Yugumu next since... Did I do... Yeah, well, maybe we'll do Yugumu next since he's gonna be not participating very much on the other route that we do. Thank you, Ben. Thank you. Hey.
Have you ever thought about what you'll do after we get out of here?
Yeah.
I have. There's a ton of stuff I want to do.
Well, Takumi actually just wants to get a small apartment and live dirt cheap with you, Darumi, and Yugamu.
Eat dessert with my friends. Sing some karaoke together.
Oh, she like karaoke?
Shopping, go to a hot spring with my family.
Yeah, I knew Tsubasa was a real one.
I mean, we deserve a little fun after fighting so hard for mankind, right?
Correct, your family doesn't exist. We are your family, actually.
Maybe they'll even give us cars. No, wait. I'll upgrade the equipment at the workshop.
Okay.
I'll invent a next-generation car that can move on land, through water, and in the air. Then we can fly around and go wherever we want.
I mean, that'd be great.
A vehicle like that should be a piece of cake for artificial satellite technology.
That's true, actually. They may already have them.
Just thinking about it is making my heart beat faster. I can't wait to get started. Uh-oh. I'm rambling on about my niche interests again. Sorry for making you listen to that.
I don't think Takumi's got a problem with that. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. Romantic or not, I feel like Takumi, Tsubasa is probably one of Takumi's favorite people on this place. Would they let me go to the morgue? That's the war room. Where's the morgue? Oh, it's here. No, that's not it. This is a strange room. Where's the morgue? Oh, it's here. Right, there are only 3 bodies now. I shouldn't be snooping around in here. Covered by a sheet, I should leave it alone. I don't want to see what's underneath. I don't want to know. I was hoping that there would be like a special fun like an entry in there if we came into here and clicked that. Anywho, what do we got over here? I guess we're gonna continue. Yugumu is at 3. Yeah, let's finish you up and then we'll go after Yugumu. Doom, da, da, doom, 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 doom.
Is this for me?
Yes, it is. Congratulations. Little ding dong bing bong. We should probably have another day of free time, question mark. Fingers crossed. Another day without catching the killer. I feel like our repeated failure eating away at me. I didn't know rather how much more of this I could take. We'll have to search even harder tomorrow. I don't know if that's it. Last time you found something outside the wall of fire, you might want to readjust that frame. Trying to psych myself up, I got into bed and closed my eyes. I drifted off to sleep, and my thoughts were full of the friends I'd lost, both in my first timeline and in this one. So, Moko twice. And Eito. That's it on this one, unfortunately for Moko. It's morning. I didn't have any dreams last night, but I slept pretty well. Who could want to see me this early? I mean, it happens a ton of times. Still half asleep, I shuffle over to the door to open it to greet my visitor. Hello, Takumi. Sorry to call on you so early. Kako, what's up? Are you okay? It's about the last time the killer appeared. There's something I haven't told you. Huh? You mean the night Moko was killed? Yeah, we said we were all in our rooms back then, but actually, I noticed something strange, so I went out to investigate it myself. You did? I got up for a drink of water during the night and I heard Nozomi scream. I was so worried, so I went to find her and then I found Moko's body in that classroom. Did you see the killer too? No, I'm sorry. After I saw Moko, I wasn't thinking straight, rather. I just screamed and ran away. I was going back to the roof to tell the others, but then I heard some footsteps coming down the hallway. I thought it might be the killer, so I ran into the bathroom and hid in one of the stalls. I stayed there the whole rest of the night. Don't understand, why didn't you tell us this sooner? If my dear brother found out, he would have overreacted and made me sleep in his room again. But I thought I should mention it now, just in case. I'm sorry it took so long. Okay, thanks for coming clean. I'm glad you're okay, that must have been scary for you. No, I was fine, but I only regret not fighting alongside the rest of you from the start. I want to get stronger and fight the invaders on my own terms. But first we have to take down the killer. Let's both give it our all, Takumi. Absolutely, I know we'll get through this if we work together. Right. Okay, well that wasn't too much information. Going back up to the roof to tell the others, but then I heard some footsteps coming down the hallway. I thought it might be the killer, so I ran into the bathroom and hit one of the stalls. I stayed there the whole rest of the night. Interesting. Okay, Kako gave me a determined smile and bounded away, looking a lot more motivated than before. I'll keep this a secret from Ima for now. It's not like anything actually happened to her. Alright, back to business. We can't just sit around, because it's free time. That means it's Tsubasa time to finally get her maxed out. We got 2 people maxed out today then, so that's good. If we go for just a smidgen longer, we might be able to get, unless he dies, which it feels like he could. There's a factory full of, yes, great. We might be able to get, Yugumu maxed out too. If we're lucky.
Is this for me?
Yes, it is. I need to give you, I think, 1 or 2 more. Back up here. Once again, factory notebook. Don't mind if I do. To you, Tsubasa. Kawana. And...
Is this for me?
Yes, it is. Congratulations. There it is. Max Bond. Tsubizi.
Takumi, do you have a girlfriend?
Yeah, I really do think Tsubasa and Takumi, look, if we're gonna, and it's weird shipping in this game, because if we're shipping anyone in this game, it's nobody, to be honest, because if you know the truth, they're all siblings. In a technical sense, they all have the same DNA. That being said, except for Nozomi, so she would be the only one really kind of safe to ship with anybody. But if you have to ship any of them, I feel like Hiroko might be number 1, or Tsubasa might be number 1, to be honest. Nozomi is safely in 3rd or lower, because I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I might put Moko above.
Sorry. I'm not trying to be weird. It's just... I'd like some advice on how to get a boyfriend.
I don't think you need too much help.
Some of my friends have started dating guys lately. It never seemed like something I'd want to do, but now I do feel a little envious of them when they talk about it. Being in love sounds like so much fun. The thing is, I don't think I could ever have a relationship with someone my own age.
What?
I wear clothes that I can move around in comfortably, but boys are always giving me lewd looks.
Oh.
Then they approach me, thinking I'm easy because of the way I dress. So, I definitely go for someone older. Someone who sees beyond that kind of stuff. Someone who'd comfort me when I throw up because of nerves. Oh. And he has to understand machinery. Or better yet, someone who can tinker with machines with me.
Lamau. So she wants an older mechanic.
But where am I gonna ever find someone like that. If you know someone, you have to introduce us, okay?
Takumi can be that somebody.
If I can't find someone like that, though, I guess I can settle for you. Nah! Just kidding.
You say just kidding, but like, I've seen 3 routes, girly, where you are not kidding when it comes to Takumi. Unless you say haha unless. She should have said haha unless, because let's keep it a buck with you. She and Takumi have been together on 3 different routes. That's the record so far.
At ease, soldiers. It's time to hit the hay.
And I'm saying 3 routes, but they're really together for more than 3 routes. Or rather 3 endings, to be honest. Today flew right by. We keep looking and looking, but we have no idea where the killer is hiding. Should we try searching outside again? I'm still curious about how those invaders died. No, we have to focus on the killer. The life sign total hasn't changed, so they must be somewhere in the school. I toss and turn in bed as I guess we haven't been to the underground bunker where the rocket is. Then I suddenly got really sleepy. Before I knew it, I'd fallen into a deep sleep. And I was asleep for 3 whole days. And 3 more people had suddenly died. And that's day 50. That's the halfway point. Made it to day 50, huh? Technically, this is the halfway point, but it feels like we still have a long ways to go. Better get to the cafeteria. Maybe Tsubasa's device will say something different today. Okay, Tsubasa's there. Everyone is here. Okay, yeah, everyone's here. Despite what the announcement said, the courtyard was already unlocked a long time ago. And where's the present you promised to give us? Are you saying there's no gift? No, everything is lies. Everything is lies. The cake is a lie. Any gift from a piece of scrap metal like that wouldn't be worth a second glance anyway. Aren't you curious, though? I figure it's got to be something pretty special for a big milestone like this. Doubtless it would be something intended to boost our morale and bring us some measure of joy, so perhaps... salmon roe manji with custard? That sounds awful. Or a new human guinea pig for my experiments? Calm yourself. Get your finger out your tongue. Or a coupon for a 24-hour consequences-free murder spree? You two are the only ones who would want something like that. If only I could ask for anything, I wouldn't mind from human rights. Of course, I'd have to start by resembling an actual human being first. Sorry I even mentioned it. I should be grateful that I'm even allowed to breathe the same air as everyone else. I decided to leave everyone to their own conversations and took a seat at the edge of the group. How about you, Hideko? If you could pick one thing, what would you want a present? Nothing in particular comes to mind. I prefer adding to my collection through my efforts. Oh, what do you collect, Hideko? Memories. It's a secret.
Hey!
What? Is it that bad? It ain't something against school rules, is it? Wouldn't you like to know? Darn it. Not getting something we're supposed to get makes me feel like I've lost out. Can't we at least get a better breakfast than usual? You can use a rational-matic for that. I'm not talking about the actual food, you know, more like the vibe, you know? I get that. So like a breakfast party, you're the type of party animal with a idealized image of Christmas, aren't you? Who said anything about Christmas? And even if it was, what's wrong with that? I grew up dirt poor, so I never got to enjoy any special events before. You sure set them up appropriately, though. Party people of the world should just drop dead, but parties themselves should live on forever. It's such a classy move for someone to die at a party during a blackout, kyo-ho-ho. Hey, Darumi, that might not happen this time in 2x2, you know what I mean? Don't joke about stuff like that. We're still in shock about Moko stuff. The fact that the killer hasn't killed us all at once means they're enjoying taking their time, making us squirm. So when you think about it, this is the perfect time for a party. Yeah, the chance to see the looks on your face has changed from joy to abject terror would be real tempting. I assume. You're saying that we should throw a party to bait the killer into attacking again? It's worth it. Wait, why is everyone going along with this? This sounds like a bad idea. What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? If they don't show up, we can at least treat it like a regular party and enjoy ourselves. I suppose that would be alright. What do you think, Takumi? I don't mind trying it, but let's make sure we have a real plan in place. Yeah, we'll throw down the moment the killer shows up, rather. This'll learn them for sneaking around and picking us off like a coward. And without further ado, let us party the day away. You don't have to tell me twice. I'll do everything. I'll go get everything ready. One thing led to another, and before we knew it, we decided to make a party, throw a party that night, the same night, okay, to celebrate day 50. We weren't gonna do anything special, just eat whatever we could, get the Rationomatic just spit out. We busied ourselves with decorations and other preparations, and the time for the party soon arrived. Where's the party? Oh, this is different! So this is the first time we had a party, I think, in here. Oh, okay, cute. Wow, this is unexpectedly nice. The fruits of our combined labor, even the holy Jumanji sword approves. Pretty nice, right? Don't be shy. Everyone, eat as much as you want. Gaku directed the food preparation, and I helped. My dear sisters, kanapes are to die for. There's also some chocolate kimchi, fish roll custard, and liver sashimi whipped cream. Are you sure they're not penalties for losing a bet? The menu makes it clear that this is a party for the unwashed masses, but I suppose I could lower myself once in a while. You do at least have caviar, yes? Wine goes well with caviar. Unfortunately, this place isn't stocked with alcohol. Hiroko, we've gifted you several bottles of wine. Of course not. What if there were an attack? I thought you were supposed to be a model student around here. Can we get this party started? The food's gonna get cold. Has anyone seen the party poopers? Party poppers, rather? I thought we made some earlier. Oh, sorry, I made some using the Gift-O-Matic, but I forgot to take them out of the machine. By way of apologies, please put my useless body in a cannon and blow me up as dirty fireworks instead. There's no need for that. I'll go get them. You said they left them in the Gift-O-Matic, right? What? But Takumi? I'll be fine. Just stay here and have some fun, okay? But little did I know. Oh, they're making me walk there? They're gonna make me walk there. Are you serious? Can I take the... I can't take the... Alright, we're gonna save. Because it feels like... Was everybody there? Where are we? We're here? Did I go the wrong way? That's the stairs. No, we're going the right way. The hallway's here. Infirmary. Rec room. Party poppers. Ah, here they are. Now I've got these, I don't need to hang around here anymore. I should get back, huh? Thankfully, nothing bad happened to me on my way out. The others must have started the party without me. I could hear their voices echoing down the hall as I approached the cafeteria. They did all of that. They set me up. They were like, oh, look at all this tension. And then nothing happened. I can't believe they played me. They did play me that time. I was like, oh boy, something's gonna pop out at me and I'm gonna be like, ah! Okay, anywho. I've got food to serve up. Bring me the plates. I think we've run out already. Do you want to use my useless body as a replacement? I don't think that's gonna work. Plus, it's not exactly hygienic. The holy Jumanji Swordish, my friend. I know she'll be gentle with you. I'm so glad you found someone just as degenerate as you. You two deserve each other. I keep telling you, I'm not a degenerate. I still can't believe you're getting drunk on non-alcoholic drinks. Loosen up that robe and go lie down or something. Stew's up. Who wants to do a blind taste testing? I threw in a lot of mystery meat. I don't recommend invader meat as an ingredient. It's all fat and what? You know? I guess you probably have dissected a few. You mean you've eaten it before? Sister Dearest, why do you look so excited by that idea? Setting off the party poppers would be redundant at this point, rather. Takumi, you're back. We were starting to wonder if you were all right on your own. No, thanks, Nozomi, but I'm fine. Seems all I do lately is make you worry. Not at all. In fact, I'm grateful. You're working so hard to keep this team together. Just don't do anything too reckless, okay? I don't want you jumping out of any more windows. What, third time's the charm? Continue. I know that. I'll hold you to that. If we have another opportunity, I promise you, we are going through that window. Zomi looked so much like Kara when she smiled that I had to turn away for a moment. I probably had the weirdest look on my face right now. I can't let her see me like this. Just let me get away from that miscreant. His perversion might be contagious. Oh, Kurara. Sorry, Takumi. I'd better go talk to her. Sure, take your time. Grabbed a drink and sat down in a corner of the cafeteria. It didn't look like the killer was going to show up, but we still had a great time. It still had to be careful, rather. Just then, I felt someone beside me. May I sit with you? I'm surprised we didn't get a CG here. Huh? Hiroko? Disappointed that I'm not Nozomi. Okay, stop. Fiend, your fiendish behavior. You're too comfortable around Takumi again. Quit kidding around. Go ahead and sit if you want. Thank you. I'll do just that. I was making sure she wasn't going to actually say the line. Hey, you helped take care of me while I was knocked out, right? I never got to thank you for that.
Oh.
It was nothing. I just wanted our leader to be back in action as soon as possible. Yeah, of course, but don't worry. I wasn't reading anything into it. Oh, maybe I wanted you to. I was concerned about you too, you know? I don't know what would happen if you never woke up. Oh, I had no idea. Sorry to make you worry. How about I get you something as a combined thanks and apology gift? Is there anything you'd like? What? Oh, right. You said you'd prefer to get the things you want yourself. Well then, how about a soft vinyl figure? Huh?
I collect them. Ones of cats. I like cats.
I think we did actually know this.
Ideally, I'd like
a calico.
A calico.
A calico cat figure. A calico cat figure, huh? What's that look for? Sorry, I was just trying to square you being a cat lover with the image I had of you. Wait a minute. We didn't do that we did that on that was on the first little romance route, right? I think. I'm pretty sure. Huh. Just what is that supposed to mean? I meant it in a good way. You're kind of like a cat yourself. You act like a queen, I never know what you're thinking, and you don't let people get close to you unless it's on your terms.
But, on the other hand, you do have a softer side. And it can be pretty cute when you let it show.
This is dangerous territory, Takumi.
What?
Lamau. I was talking about cats. Cats are cute that way, you know? Yes, they certainly are. And that's why she's still #1, you guys. Debatably with Tsubasa. But Nozomi, she's 3 or less. What's with this sickeningly wholesome atmosphere over here? You better not be trying to seduce Mistress Hiroko, Takumi. Of course I wasn't. But I was accidentally, is what he should have said. Quiet, Normie. Get your good vibes out of here. Although, it might be fun to see a role reversal with Miss Hiroko getting dominated for a change. Hey, you guys, come on, join us. We can't start without you. Yeah, hurry. We're gonna cut the cake. Oh, we'll be right there. Oh, this must be a CG. Nope. I guess we just get the clouds. The party carried on late into the night, and for the first time in a while, the school was filled with laughter. We didn't succeed in drawing out the killer, but it had been worth doing for some good memories alone. If only it could have been like this for the entire stay at our academy. As I lay in bed that night, I couldn't help but think about what might have been rather, if I had done things differently. You mean when you when you dodged and Nozomi hit Sweet Chin music onto the killer and they crashed out of the window?
Get ready, prepare to be ready to give your life.
Yes, you're right. You're good. Morning already? I feel weirdly tired this morning. Maybe I'll just take 5 more. Of all the times. Look, this happens to you a lot, Takumi. You're a popular guy to have your doorbell rung. Who goes there? Drag my heavy body out of bed and begrudgingly open the door. Standing there on the other side was... Yukimi, what do you want? And this early, too? Things have taken a turn for the worse. I need you to come with me. Oh, a turn for the worse for him, or a turn for the worse with us, or the group. Yumu looked uncharacteristically serious. That couldn't be a good sign. Hoping that I was wrong, I ran after him, but the place he led me to and the sight I saw there only confirmed my worst fears. Well, I assume somebody is. Oh, Takamaru, interesting.
What? What?
Well, I already have his stuff, so, you know, I'm okay with that. There was a sight I'd become sickeningly familiar, a huge pool of blood with a corpse in the middle of it. Given whose room we were in, it could only be one person.
Takamaru.
Well, I mean, look at him. Yeah, given whose room it is. No, given who it is, it can only be one person.
I smelled blood when I got up this morning. I followed my nose and found Takemaru's door was ajar.
Or you did it.
I decided to take a look inside and, well, you can see for yourself.
No, this can't be. Why?
Judging from how wet the blood is, he hasn't been dead very long. Still too long for the Revive-O-Matic to fix him, though.
Tragic, huh? Looks like a clean cut across the chest, too. You can see, like, there's two folds coming out from where the cut was on his jacket, I guess. And a cut on the bandages, so there's like a cut. Yeah, it looks like it's almost a J-shaped cut, you know what I mean? But I digress. Faced with the sight of Takamaru's mangled body, rather, all I could do was stand there in shock. But the others had heard me screaming and came to investigate. When they saw what had happened, they screamed too. The whole place erupted in chaos and confusion. It took a while for everyone to calm down. Later that day, in the afternoon, we carried Takamaru's body to the morgue and placed a grave marker in the courtyard for him. I swore I wouldn't lose anyone else. How does this keep happening? Would anyone like some sea cucumber sandwiches? I've got natto over rice with bananas and whipped cream too. Yeah, I don't think anyone's in the mood. Yeah, should I take that as a no? Too bad. This turned out pretty well. How could anyone eat after what we saw this morning? I totally could, but I feel like everyone will get on my case if I look too happy. Oh my gosh, do whatever you want. Yugumu ate like a big degenerate, degenerate that he is. Don't get me wrong, I feel bad for Takamaru, but that doesn't mean I still don't have an appetite. Tsubasa, what's the organic life counter in the school now? 13. Takamaru's gone, but the killer's still out there somewhere. I said the murder occurred sometime between midnight and daybreak. Did anyone see anything strange during that time? Yumu's question was greeted with silence, either because no one had anything to say or they just couldn't bear to speak. I wonder why the killer went after Takamaru and why they have to kill him in such a cruel way. No reason at all. I told you, right? The killer enjoys killing.
Taking their time picking us off one by one is just more fun for them.
The blackguard. What kind of barbarian sits on the sidelines and revels in the suffering of others? Takamaru's wounds are the same as Ava's and Moko's. He must have been torn apart by the power saw just like the others were. If that's the same culprit, if the same culprit is behind it, that is. Huh? What do you mean, Hiruko? Nothing, just thinking out loud. More importantly, we need to make plans for the future. Clearly, we aren't safe in our rooms anymore. Hey, that's right. Where are we supposed to sleep now? Let's all stay in the gym tonight. The killer probably wouldn't attack if we're all together. What? You expect me to sleep with the rest of you peasants? Goro's now's not the time for that, rather. Please just go along with it. I've always wondered whether you sleep in that dumb mask too. Guess this is my chance to find out. Gaku, you look like a creep. If you dare peek at me, I'll call my father and have him fire a nuke at you. But that's gonna hit all of us. Right. Isn't there technically a risk that the killer will strike and take us all out at once? Some of us will have to take shifts. So this has also happened on the other route, the shift pairing. From now on, no one is allowed to water the school on their own. Understood? One more thing, we should probably keep our class armor on even when we need to go to bed. You want us to sleep in that? You need to be ready in case of emergencies. I guess it's not exactly comfy, but just bear with it for now. If that's what you think is best, I'll do it. We probably should go to the gym and make things a little more livable. If you don't mind having a filthy marmot like me in your personal space, I'd be glad to help. Just tell me what to do. Okay, let's decide on our roles and get started. I'll go get some supplies. We began to convert the gym into a temporary living space. By the time we were done setting up beds and bringing in supplies, it was already night. Yep, we have seen this before. It looks better than it was, at least. I'm beat. I'd love to fix it up some more, but this will have to do for now. No point in dragging it out. Be careful, Kiyoshika. If you start messing around with that sword of yours in here, you'll be charged with public indecency. You're right, that was a close one. I have to... You just outed yourself, Kiyoshika. Try to be more careful with what you say, too. Yeah. So, oh, is it that late already? I didn't realize that the announcement had played here as well.
We should call it a night. Sticking to our original routine will help keep us on an even keel.
I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. When Kako's name popped up there, I was like, did you turn into C-Right? What happened?
Oh,
just like your brother?
I usually stay up all night playing games. This sleeping in the gym thing stinks.
Just bear with it. We'll have to get used to taking lookout shifts too.
If my raggedy mongrel breath
oh my
gets
gosh.
too much for anyone,
raggedy
feel free to
mongrel
strangle
breath?
me in my sleep.
Well, okay, Shoma.
Obviously, we're not going to do that.
Well,
all right.
He keeps asking
Lights out
for it, you
time.
know?
Everyone into your class armor.
So begun our first night of sleeping together in the gym. Of course, it would still be okay for us to go to our rooms during the day to shower or get anything we needed, so long as we didn't go alone. Between the unfamiliar surroundings and the shock of Takamaru's death, though, none of us were likely to sleep well that night. And that night it would be the final resting place for someone indeed. Or something like that. Shut up, C-Ray. Ooh. Interesting. I've never actually seen the ceiling of this place, I don't think. Morning again. Wait a second, where am I? The ceiling looked unfamiliar. I panicked for a brief moment, then I remembered. Alright, we slept in the gym for safety. Stepped out from behind the improvised curtain surrounding my bed and saw Tsubasa was already awake as well. Morning, Takumi. Did you sleep well? I know I didn't. I don't think any of us did. What's the total life sign again? 13. No change from yesterday. Guess we should search the school again today? I guess so. I feel like we've just looked about everywhere, though. And I still don't, and it still didn't do any good, rather. Takamaru still got murdered. Yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to sound so negative. Even if things look hopeless, we'll still need to keep going. I'll go wake up the others. Tsubasa's smile looked forced. No one wanted to admit it, but this extreme situation we've been put in was wearing us down little by little. As for my suggestion, we spent the day searching for clues about the killer. We split into groups of 4. I was with Hiruko, Nozomi, and Gaku. Looks like we're ready to go. Let's stick it together and work hard. We'll leave the particulars of where we search and what to do to you talking. Don't pick anywhere dark or dirty or dangerous, alright? I can't deal with that crap right now. Now that I'm put on the spot, I'm not sure what to say. Then again, there's no need to overthink it. We just have to cover as much ground as possible. Oh, wait. I just have free time? Okay, well, this is probably where we're going to end because we are getting a little long. Which is crazy because we still didn't get a ending here. We're at day 52. We've been about 30 days today. I am kind of getting the feeling, especially since there's another upper path here, right? I'm getting the feeling that this might have actually been the shorter path, and I actually did get something that maybe in like a day or two would have led to an ending or a death. But maybe it is a path that just goes on for a little bit of time. We'll just have to come back to it. Anywho, man. We got some information, and it's interesting because we got this information. Oh my gosh, it was Yugumu all along, and then I went down here. I was like, okay, well, we know Yugumu tried to attack us potentially, but we don't know if Yugumu is the one who killed Moko. That's the $1 million question. We don't think it was him that, or it could have not been him that killed Moko. We will save here real quick though. We will see inevitably. That being said, I don't quite know how this is gonna end, but I know there are some gyayais probably in the school. I don't know how noticeable they made themselves, but I do know, hey, there's a morgue around here. The more bodies we have, the worse it's going to be. And we know that the queen's job is to I guess, make some new males, and then also the males have to get bodies, so it's the queen's job to also make bodies for the males, or something of that nature. I forgot how the breeding works in the stomachs, but I digress. We'll see how it all plays out. Yeah, I guess that's it. Our archive, I think I pretty much know. Our event gallery. I think I pretty much know which event I want to use as a thing. I don't think it's gonna be here. I think it's on like page 6. Yes, I was gonna say our stuff here is on like page 6. I'm surprised. Ooh. I'm gonna get ya. I'm gonna get ya one way or another. I'm gonna slice ya. I'm gonna get ya. That might end up being the intro. Where's the one where we're kind of guarding Nozomi from this guy? We should have gotten that one too. It should be right around here, I would think. At least I thought. I'm also so glad that finally someone like had the common sense to pull off the mask on one of these things. Goodness gracious. I do need to still. I'm trying to peek around for wherever that would be. Us protecting Nozomi from this guy. I have no idea. It just doesn't exist. It might be around here, actually. There it is. I don't know why this is so separate from the other one. But I guess this is a completely different route now that I think about it. So it makes a little bit of sense. So I forgot that I'd like played briefly on that one, and I was like, no, this other one is where it's gonna stop short. And then it didn't. Which is so funny to me, but it is what it is. This will be our thumbnail. A nice little like saw there and then protecting there. I think that's real nice. That's not super spoiler because you don't know who's holding it. It's good framing, good framing. Anywho, I'm taking off. Until next time. Tulu Flight Crew, once again, I'm actually not entirely sure where we're going here, what our end game is here, or what this route would even be called. I guess the route is in relation to this guy. We already have a mystery route and a killing game route, so I don't know what this one would be called, to be honest. Whatever. Anywho, I do think it is going to, I don't know, it's going to be I feel like in this route we're going to get a fun reveal of, anywho, a fun reveal of Takumi. I was thinking about like what endings we needed for the thing. We still haven't found wherever story lock 1 is. Cause what did we ran into story lock 3 or 2 or something? I don't know where 1 is, but 1 feels like it might be somewhere on this upper path based on we're still dealing with a whole bunch of guy stuff here. Anywho, I'm taking off for real. Tulu Fright Crew. Ooh, it's not that time of the year. It's this time of the year. Light Crew maybe? I don't know. Thank you for watching.